PlayStation and Xbox have revealed all their stuff, and pre-orders have bloody turkeyed the world.
The 3DS has been retired. What were the best games of the system?
And Microsoft owns Bethesda. We discuss what that means on this episode of Hack The Dino Show. Welcome one and all to Hack the Dino, a jolly good place full of jolly good people, except for this bastard. My name is Ben Rosenthal, and I'm joined by the limb collector, Mr. Dan McGuinness.
Hello, I'm glad I'm not the bastard for once. It's floppy.
It was a toss-up.
I'm like the happiest guy.
I know, but, well, on screen you are, but, you know, as soon as that camera goes off,
Narcissistic.
He is Xbox's #1 fan, as well as the game apologist, Floppy Starrick.
I love Xbox.
Come on, guys. Who are we? Remember when... oh, what's that over there? It's our professionalism.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving.
And it's right next to our Millennial Falcon, Mr. Braden Dixon.
Hello.
And I already introduced me, so that's good. If you like this, you can head on over to twitch.tv/hackthedino and watch it live, just like Michael Towns, Ashraf, and Spagoogly Dude are in the chat. Game Boy Dad is in there as well. Hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. If you are watching this as a afterthought, shame on you. But you may be over on youtube.com/hackthedino, in which case, thank you. If you could like the video, if you could subscribe, if you could do whatever's over there, you should totally do that. And lastly, if you do not like our faces, you can head on over to Spotify, to iTunes. Probably not iTunes, they updated their podcast app and it's rubbish now.
It's bad.
It's really bad. But Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, we're all on there as a podcast medium in which you can enjoy our lovely... good. Let's get right on into it.
We also have a Patreon if you guys want to support us over on Patreon. For as little as $2, you can get your... what do we do for $2? I can't remember now.
You get your name on the screen.
Get your name on the screen down there. But we're going to get into that later. And we can even get drawn like Michael Towns up here and Sam.
Oh, lovely. By a professional artist.
Look out for the floppy one up there.
Oh, it's a great one, isn't it? It's probably your best work, I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's move on.
Works.
So, do we have a little... I've forgotten. Do we have a title screen?
Nah.
Sweet. Straight into it?
Yo.
Awesome. Pretend there was a title screen. Here we are in this section. There was a PlayStation... oh, God. All right, I'm going to start off. This is going to be big.
So this week, PlayStation did something. Was it this week or last week?
It was last week.
Last
I also
week.
did something this week. I think this past week has been the biggest week in video gaming I've seen in a long, long time. Definitely during any of the...
lots of action going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff and bad stuff, and we're going to get into it tonight. So let's start off with the PlayStation 5 event that they held.
We're going to go deep in this.
We're going to go deep. You wanted to kick it off with the first video we saw coming straight into the PlayStation event.
What did we have? What was the first one?
It was Final Fantasy 16. You know how it's on your notes right in front of you?
I know, but Braden's not playing that for some reason.
He'll get to it. Leave him alone.
So yeah, they started off with Final Fantasy 16. You know, this is like the little teaser one that they do before kind of everything kind of really starts. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you're not a massive fan of this trailer, are you?
Look, to be fair, I watched it and just went, oh, it doesn't look very good. But to be fair, I understand it is very deep in development still, and I understand that they are still working on it, so a lot of the Uncanny Valley will probably get fixed. I really hope they fix the voice acting, though, because that is, oh boy.
Yeah, well, see, what I liked about this is, number one, the creators from Final Fantasy 14 have come in, and not the creators that created Final Fantasy 14, the creators that came in and saved Final Fantasy 14. So you remember that one had a really bad run. I think it was the online one, and then some dudes came in, and now it's like one of the best, you know, were they
MMOs?
Yeah, kind of thing out there, and people still play it. When I went to PAX, there was giant bloody screens for it and everything, and this was years after it came out. So those are the dudes doing it, and this is their style as well. Like, you can fully tell they've done it, kind of thing. What I did like about this is what everyone's hammering it about, is that it looks like a game. It isn't just a jazz tech demo of a thing. It looks like this is what the game is going to look like. And I actually like that. It looks a lot like Final Fantasy 15's fighting. Like, at no point in this trailer do you have a team of dudes, I've noticed. And taking from like, you know, the popularity of how 7 worked in the real-time kind of thing. And then there's the thing of 7 has brought... I keep on hearing so many people going on, I'm not really a Final Fantasy person, but I really enjoyed 7, so I'm probably going to get hyped for this one. I think 7 has done the Final Fantasy franchise a world of good in the West.
Yeah, I didn't like 7 that much, but isn't it... Well, not that move there, but what they brought back some, like, magic attacks that people got really excited about. What was all that about? Do we know?
No, I thought I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
Particularly Devil May Cry's combat director jumped ship to Square Enix, and that's why it looks so good in real time for Final Fantasy Combat. So that's the Devil May Cry dudes coming in. That's why it looks like.
So that's why it's so fast and so crisp.
And everyone's emo.
I like emo because I never was emo. I missed the whole boat. So
You're too happy. You're too
yeah, but
cheerful.
I never even got a chance to even listen to My Chemical Romance. I
thought you said emo.
If I went into, you know, a record store and tried to buy My Chemical Romance when it came out, they're like, "Sorry, sir, you're too old. You have to
illegal.
leave. You have to leave."
I was in the corner like, "Oh my god, I love this."
Sorry, you're smiling too much. Can't have it.
What do you think of this floppy?
Yeah, I think it looked cool. Like, it reminded me of Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Which was the one that got me into Final Fantasy, because I had never really done the whole turn-based combat stuff.
That one gets a lot of flack, but I really
does.
liked that one.
I liked it. Yeah, it was fun for me. It was what got me into the whole sort of story arcs that they pull in, and the characters and the combat style.
I just want to say that title screen looked like a Pokemon title screen.
Didn't look at it then, but okay.
It was 2 animals about ready to fight each other, and that's what all the Pokemon games are, always the big animals.
Fight each other.
Oh, Game Boy down in the chat. Keen for Danny to do another Final Fantasy Let's Play and get the whole channel nuked.
Fun times.
We probably will get this. You know that we're getting the PlayStation 5 1 week earlier than US. So do you know what? Everyone might get nuked on like YouTube.
No, I think the US is in that as well. I think they get on. We will probably get it a day early. Because that's how time works.
No, but like their release date is a week after.
No, I think that's just the other country. I think the US is in that 12th. But we'll talk about that when we get to that.
They're not Oceania.
Next up, we had the Spider-Man Miles Morales trailer. And my God, this was chef's kiss.
Oh, man.
Brayden, what do you think of this?
I absolutely loved this. I had myself on mute. I absolutely loved it. I was like, why does that sound so shit? I absolutely, this is freaking ridiculous how good this looks. It's like it just dialed up the combat from Spider-Man PS4 and just like, they went, you know what? Let's add some hip-hop beats and fucking like electricity, venom power. It's so cool.
I can't believe Brayden swore.
I know, that's how
I've ever heard him swear.
Psyched he's getting. Look, I'm really excited for this. Truth be told, I didn't 100% Spider-Man on the PS4, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it on the PS5. I will probably pick up the remastered version. But there's been a lot of confusion as to whether your PS4 save file goes across, and if you have the PS4 version but not the Miles version, can you upgrade it with their super upgrades powers that automatically give you the remastered, or can you just buy the remastered version but not Miles, or is it a pack-in? Can you get it? There's been a lot of confusion. Thankfully, today Insomniac came out with a press release where they explained it. So I'm just going to read it out for everyone so we can just clear up all this
mess.
Can you
say the words quote and unquote?
I sure can.
I love that kind of thing.
Here we go.
Zoom in on Ben's face as well.
Here we go. Quote.
No, bigger.
Quote. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is an enhanced version of Marvel's Spider-Man and is included as part of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition for the PlayStation 5.
Right.
In addition, players who purchase Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales on PlayStation 4 can upgrade at no additional cost to the PS5 version of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales and can take advantage of paid upgrade to download Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered.
Marvel.
Am I supposed to be drinking every
No,
time?
there's more. There's more. I'm just clearing it up for everyone so we all know what's going on.
Miles Morales.
There are no plans currently to offer Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered as a standalone. Players with a copy of Marvel's Spider-Man for PS4 can purchase Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition to experience Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered on PlayStation 5. Marvel's Spider-Man for PS4 also will be backwards compatible for PS5. So I don't know what your problem is. It's clear as day.
So
I drank every time you said Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Oh my goodness. Good old Insomniac. Well done for them for trying though. Like, they tried to make sense of it all and failed miserably. But I'm really looking forward to this game. Floppy?
Yeah, look, this made my pants fit nice.
Yeah, it is.
I love Spider-Man. I also didn't 100% it, but I got really, really close. Like 94 or something like that. And just to, I can get to play more of that, but with Miles. It looks awesome. I can't wait.
Dan once said to me, I remember this very, very clearly. We were doing this show, actually, and we were talking about Spider-Man and Peter Parker, and Dan said, I like Miles Morales because he's the better character. And I just went, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you got so much Peter under your belt.
I do. Well, I named my daughter Parker, so that's how much of a Spider-Man fan I am. I named my daughter after a fictional character. Who does that?
Yeah, I made my baby Miles.
My daughter's name's Alice.
Oh, after Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper.
Thank you,
Alice
Braden.
in Chains.
Sorry, that was too.
Is it
it's
really
so
Alan?
out of nowhere?
From
In Wonderland?
yes.
What about Alice the Red Queen from Resident Evil?
No, Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains.
So that was, yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Tinkerer's in it, which is weird because Tinkerer in the comics is an old man. I'm glad they made a bit of a change there to make it a bit more exciting.
She's a Tron girl.
Yeah, Tron's awesome. Can't wait for Tron.
I can't wait to use those Venom powers.
Well, speaking of Venom, Harry Potter has a game coming out.
Can we just stay on this?
Hogwarts Legacy.
I want to keep watching this.
Man, it looks heaps like Spider-Man.
Put it up, Braden.
I will.
By no,
We
well,
should
I
have
think
started at that point, eh?
it goes without saying, none of us here agree with what that transphobic bitch has to say.
Who?
J.K.
Spider-Man?
Rowling. Yeah, that
I
bitch.
thought The Rock wrote the Harry Potter books.
I thought you did after the last show. Weren't you claiming it?
I had some.
They
I wrote
never
some.
found out who wrote it.
It's crazy.
A huge
Anyway,
mystery.
that mystery person who the game developers have gone out and said, that person has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with
Weren't
it.
they written on the back of the Dead Sea Scrolls?
I think so. Has nothing to do with this game. Unfortunately, that person also grabs a cut of licensing
Anyhow,
fees.
let's
But
talk
anyway,
about this game.
This game looks cool.
Yeah, there's
Like, everything aside.
There are so many opportunities here for like a chronically deep RPG. You've got potion making, you've got spell learning, you've got basically this. It's like Harry Potter's based on an RPG.
Yeah,
and you have straight away like how cool would it be if like you start the game and it just randomly assigns you to a house, and from that point you're in that house, and then you have like a different set of friends you can become friends with just depending on randomly what house you're assigned to.
But you can also create your own character here. You can create you.
If they straight up put you in a random house, like
I'd rage.
hardcore fans are gonna riot. They're
Why?
like, I can't choose to be in Hufflepuff.
You can't choose Harry Potter to
You
get
know
to
what it'll
choose
be?
where he was from.
When you do your character creation, the attributes you put to it, I reckon that will determine which
We'll
house
see.
you
And
go to.
people have to
See,
like.
I don't want that because you
aim
can you,
for
you
it.
can then like turkey it and make it like say I want to be a fluffledove. I don't know what they're called.
But, according to the law, you have a say as to
How
what
good
house
does
you
this
go
look,
in
though?
anyway. So it'll probably go, oh, we think you're a Hufflepuff. Do you agree? Yes or no?
So this is like 100 years before old mate Harry Potter, yeah?
Yep.
So none of the characters are going to be in it, or do they? Or is there slow aging? Because that dude looks like he's from Army of Two.
What's his
Do you
name?
remember that?
Dumbledore will be in it because he's old as time.
Yeah, is he like Gandalf, where he's lived for hundreds of years?
Yeah. Gay Dolph.
What?
Gay Dolph?
What?
Yeah,
Dumbledore.
because she retrofitted
Hashtag
him.
cancel Ben?
No,
No,
cancel
he's a
J.K.
gay
Rowling.
character.
No, the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh,
Cancel
okay.
J.K. Rowling.
The Dead Sea Scrolls said that Gandalf was gay and that Hermione is black.
Yeah.
Can I
to try and score brownie points after the fact.
can
But
I
anyway.
throw a little bit of an opinion of some things I've seen out on social media about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are calling, obviously, because of what's her face and all the hatred that she's
Spouting. From her
spouting,
Venom hole.
and then deserves to get back at her. Please don't boycott this game. There's a lot of people that work on this, that work hard on this. It's got nothing to do with her. And
But understandably, people don't want to give their money.
absolutely.
So
Well,
what I suggest...
Well, you know that, like we say, this has had like 2 pushbacks because of her.
Yeah.
Like this game announcement. This game could have been already out. I think that it did really good for itself.
what I'm
That
trying
now
to
it gets to
say-
be on PS5.
This was leaked 2 years ago as well, remember?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I don't think, like, in my opinion, it's not Ben's, it's not Dan's, it's not Brain's, it's just mine. Boycotting this is not going to make a difference to her. She's not going to notice.
No,
the
she'll
tiny
think it-
little dip in her income of bajillions of dollars.
Yeah, that's right.
But to the people that actually put the hard yards in and make this and are proud of it, that's going to hurt.
And
I don't think anyone should not get this game because of her. This game is like
Yeah.
other people's hard work put into it. They put their heart and soul into it. And you know what? The best thing you can do with what everyone's doing is just like saying that no one knows who wrote the Harry Potter books. It's fine.
That's more damaging.
They're like,
Do that.
yeah, do that. They're like the Bible.
Two things. First one being, if you do feel bad about your money going to such a bigot, wait and pick up a second-hand copy when they come out.
Nah.
That's a good way to experience it.
Let the other bigots pay for it.
Yeah.
And the developers support the developers,
Yeah.
and then you get the pre-owned version.
Yeah, exactly. And secondly, I just want to bring up something in the chat that Michael Towns has put in there. I'll just read this. Hey, Michael Townsy, I'm going to give you a quote. During the character creator, the game will scan your console account, reference your character's chosen gender with your own, and if it doesn't match, it'll brick your console.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen,
Moving
that's our
on.
moderator.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Alright.
I like
Okay.
Cold War stuff era.
This
That'd be
is
fun.
like this is. Can we just fast forward to the middle of this when they're on the train, like chasing the plane?
Do we know that there's a campaign for this?
Yeah, this is clearly the campaign.
Ronald Reagan's in it.
Yeah, he.
I
yeah.
mean, the actor or the president?
Who's Vice President?
so-
Jerry Lewis.
So this bit here, this
Thank
is
you.
like this is basically what the Fast and Furious game should have looked like. Have you seen this? Is like this
What,
is-
like an actual this gen?
well, this looks like a scene from. Look at they're chasing this plane.
think it's
Shooting-
his.
Slow-mo sniper shotting a guy in a plane?
Yeah, and wait, and
Yeah.
up here they put out the little RP, the remote control. They get it out, and then they're like, "Man,
Oh, now it's Rocket League.
yeah, look,
I will
and
play
now-
this.
Look at this, how much fun this looks." And then he's like to blow up the plane, like dodge the cars. Like,
I want to ride
dodge
it.
the man.
I want to drive it in between the car wheels. That'd be.
Do you know all I've got in my head while I'm watching this is a speed theme? Bum 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 bum.
Which is,
bum,
See, which is
bum.
great. Look how exciting this is.
Actually-
These games are like they're campaigns. I can't believe people don't love the campaigns more.
I only play the campaigns.
reckon he could have gone up the ramp.
I don't touch the multiplayer on this rubbish. I play campaign. Oh, sorry, it's not rubbish, but I love the campaigns and stories and these things.
Yeah, they're great fun. Yeah, moving on. Keep going down. I mean, so
Yeah, man.
the what is this? The Call of Duties are another big PlayStation. Like, you know, this is one of their big fucking thingamajiggies. You know,
Alright.
everyone loves them. Keep them coming.
Speaking of things that everyone loves, specifically Dan, Village.
Oh yeah.
Let's get some of big badass Crest Redfield coming to wreck your.
I
Scary
don't know,
stuff
didn't-
incoming.
Everyone was like, "Oh, I guessed it was Village." I had no idea what this was when it was coming up. I was like, "What is this?" And then I remember when I was watching it, because I didn't watch it live. I watched it about an hour after. I paused it, and it's got the bit where the person's pushing the door open or whatever. And at that point, I went, "Oh, it's Resident Evil." So I missed this, that it was Capcom as well. I was blinking, looking after a baby. This looks great. I'm so excited for this. This is like, so this is my, this, I reckon they've actually done what I said.
Yeah, they're probably listening to you.
Yeah, like the bit where, like,
Well, we know Capcom are big fans of the show. In fact, they're
of-
probably in the chat right now. Hey,
yeah.
Capcom.
they listen to me, just specifically.
God, that woman is terrifying.
Yeah, this hand bit. Like, I was like, oh man, that's too good. That's like Resident Evil. Oh, it is. Yeah, so what I said was like, you know, they remade Resident Evil 2, they remade Resident Evil 3 and 4. There's no point in remaking 4. Because what are you going to do? Just, no one wants 5 and 6.
No.
You know, those games are like, you know, turbo dicks. And so yeah, and so the best thing to do is just to make the next one like
this?
8 and 4 are the same game. So now they've branched off into their own timeline. And 7 is, you know, so it goes like 2, 3, 7, 8, and that's all you play. That's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's going to confuse the hell out of everyone. But yeah, I'm down with this. This is the best decision I made. And then they go this Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton weird overlaying story, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen. If
Yeah.
did anyone play 7 the whole way through? How weird that got?
I've yet to play 7 at all.
Is that because it makes you poo yourself?
No, I've just never really been into Resident Evil. I played Resident Evil Remake on the GameCube and finished that, and it took me way too long. And I just went, you know what? I'm good.
I got.
I played 4 as well, sorry.
I got to a certain point through 7 and then almost died. So, like in real life.
Oh,
So
in
stop playing.
Yeah, don't do that.
Next up, we had Deathloop. More on that, and
I've
we've
missed this.
got a lot more about Deathloop later on in the show. Believe you me.
Let's just leave it then.
Well, no, it's just that it's well, basically it's now a Xbox published game coming to PlayStation 5 for
yeah.
limited release. So, welcome to 2020, where topsy turvy dogs and cats sleeping together.
Dogs and cats getting along.
Yeah,
Doing
that's
the
the one.
Ghostbusters
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I couldn't remember it.
I love that.
Sleeping together.
This trailer looked sweet. Like, I
You wanna
really
actually watch it
enjoyed
right
this.
now?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we're going
put
to
it
talk about it later.
No, we'll talk about
It
it
looks
now.
like a Hitchcock intro.
Yeah,
That's a grindhouse intro.
yeah, yeah. What'd you think, Dan?
I don't know about this game.
You were really keen for it.
Yeah, I know, but then I just realized it was like what it was, and I
kinda
just feel it's
puzzling.
going to be one of these. Is it online? Like, is the other person in it against you? No, Brayden says no.
No, I think so. I think the other person's either is it the lady who you're up against that is a NPC, or it can be an NPC, or it can be someone online. That's your options.
See, I don't want that. I do like the idea of, like, when you get so good at a game, you just go in and do it like clockwork, and this is what the game is about, is creating that, like, that you get so good at a game that you turn a corner and shoot because you know the person's there because you played the game so much. So the idea, it's a time loop, it's explaining how you can be that good, and I like that. That's cool. I like its style, the orange. Orange is always a really favourite colour for me. Orange and brown together is like... But
I've never seen that.
Pretty much anything that I wear.
Or,
Yeah.
the show for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Just on a quick double check, gave it a Google. You can choose whether or not you want to be single player entirely, or if you do want to have the multiplayer element as well.
There you go.
So I thought I'd missed this, but is this one where you get a specific amount of time to get as far as you can and then start again?
Pretty much. Well, you've got assassination targets that you have to hit.
That's right.
And in order for them, in order to stop him, you need to stop her because she gives him something. So you need to stop her in order for him not to... That sort of thing.
Yeah,
Time
okay.
travel.
It reminds me heaps of kind of like a more fast-paced Hitman game. Mm-hmm. Like, where you're still doing all that kind of like how to do stuff. Yeah, he's paused the bullets into his gun there.
Yeah, I saw that.
How real does that look? Like
Looks
that
It's not
great.
real
hand.
at all. But
Not real at all?
no, you don't pour bullets into a gun.
No, I mean, that doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean the graphics?
Let's
Yeah,
move
they're
on.
great.
Is this, anyone in the chat, did you like this game? Well, who's looking forward to this? Give us a hoy.
And who's looking forward to the I don't know what it is, but DMC5's coming. Yay. Next, we had Oddworld Soul System. I didn't think much of this game. Personally, not my type of game. The Oddworld games never have been. Looks great, but not for me.
The Oddworld games are definitely for a style of player. I will admit that. It is not me. But I did have friends who were obsessed with Oddworld, the original Oddworld and stuff like that. And this looks like it's just more of a...
Look how real that guy looks.
I know. That's odd.
World.
But, we got the chat at the moment going like, love the original. So if you like the originals, I reckon this is your thing. So
I love the
burping because I
originals.
just swallowed coffee the wrong way.
Abe's Exodius and Abe's Odyssey, I played on PS1. I remember liking them. It's been so long. I'll give it a shot to see if I still...
I just don't like games where you have people you have to protect.
No, you don't in this. You use them as sacrifices and stuff.
Yeah, they're
Oh, really?
essentially cannon fodder.
Yeah, they're,
Oh, okay.
they're funny.
But still, they're funny.
Yeah, they're funny. It's a very funny game.
You fart.
You got a fart button.
Okay, then
It's the
we're...
highest form of humour.
Yeah, it really is. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
I don't get these games. Eh?
I
They're
don't-
really insanely popular, especially as streamers. Maybe that's something you should look into, Dan.
Streaming a game where you don't move.
Weirdly, the market for these games is for like 6-year-olds.
For toddlers.
Matt Pat, who does Game Theory, streams this all the time and constantly does theories on it and gets over 1 million views on his YouTube channel.
I don't get it. I hate it. It's just jump scares.
I've
Yeah.
never figured... Yeah, you're not exactly a fan, though, then, are you?
I still don't understand how you play it. I own it. And I've tried like 4 times. Maybe someone can tell me how to play it, but I don't understand what you do apart from look.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
It's just a puzzle game.
That's
It's
Is it just a matter of you just have to look in the right things at the right time?
yeah, it's not trap.
Fair enough.
Then we had
I'm old. This is a game you should have for adults, not...
Then we had the game which made a lot of people think that this this whole trailer, whatever, this whole PlayStation 5 thing, showcase, thank you, was actually made months ago, and they'd just been sitting there waiting for
I thought that. when I was
Xbox
watching
to
it.
go.
Because there was no like...
Yeah,
big
Demon
stake-
Souls. They
stake
showed
in
Demon
it.
Souls. They showed the gameplay. This looks gorgeous.
I can't wait to play this.
This looks fantastic, and a lot of is it Blue Point who are doing this?
Yep.
It looks stunning. No one does remakes better than those guys. and it didn't once mention that this was a launch game. That came, was it afterwards? They
Yep,
announced it
after
on the blog.
Well, nothing was really announced. It was
No.
all on the blog. And as I thought, I said, what I thought as well was like, it's like they already had this presentation done up a couple of, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they were going to do it, and they didn't because stuff happened and that. And then they realized, and then the artifact, they're like, oh, maybe we should put it in. Maybe they didn't. Maybe there's like, we want to get some, traffic on the blog.
And then the best thing was that Jeff Keighley was announcing when pre-orders and everything were after the show, before PlayStation were announcing it, and people are just tweeting the official PlayStation account. Yeah, Keighley, you already scooped you. Jeff Keighley's powers are immense.
Yeah, he may be the most powerful man in gaming, I reckon.
I think he is.
I reckon he is. He's like, what's the powerful Darth thing called? The Emperor.
Sidious.
Palpatine. He's the Palpatine of gaming.
All right, next we had a little teaser for how Fortnite looks on next-gen systems. Looks pretty cool. As someone who enjoys the old Fortnite, yeah, it's the same, but the graphics are better.
It was almost like a, hey, remember Fortnite? That's going to be there. See ya.
Just little different graphic improvements.
Textures.
Textures. And
That fire stuff looks pretty
they
good.
got ray tracing in there now. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Next we had the PlayStation Plus announcement for all of you people who are buying the digital.
This is cool.
We're getting 15 games. So because obviously if you purchase the digital, you can't pull your old games off your PS4 and play them on the PS5. So they're giving you a whole bunch that have already appeared, and some that haven't, like God of War, for example, will be coming to PS5 for you to play.
So this is kind of their this is their
Top of the pops.
This is them. I don't know if they're trying to match, but they're just showing like, you know what, Game Pass is okay, but like we can just give you games as well, and it's fine.
It's fine. And then Xbox the next day went, hold my beer. But we'll get to that in a minute. Next we had the price reveal, which was just a slide adding further speculation that this showcase was developed months ago and they were just waiting for Xbox to go. So we have the prices. I think Australian it was $7.99 for the
$7.50.
$7.49.
$7.49 and $5.99.
and a lot of people have been going for the digital.
Have they?
Apparently, the digital is far outselling the physical. I mean, they both sold out, which we will get. They haven't?
Townsy,
I mean, everything's sold out. but-
Townsy in the chat, we're going to get to that later, that fun fact.
What's that?
Don't
Fun
read it.
fact.
No. We're getting to it.
Oh, yes, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, in the small little areas that I see, there's probably... how many times would it be?
What are you talking about?
More digitals than physical. I'm going to do some maths.
All right, you do some maths. Then we had, obviously, the global launch dates, and finally a teaser for Dad of War Ragnarok. So I'm really looking forward to this as well. I'm really excited that we're getting it on the PS5 as part of PS Plus. I've been hankering to go back and play it, and now I'm just trying to decide whether I just wait a couple of weeks and play it then.
Check out someone just with their finger drawing in snow.
Yeah.
It's next year. Like, not even 2022.
I know.
2021.
Well, I mean, they would have been working on this since it got all 10s and one game of the year in 2018.
Don't they just like start making the game as soon as they've put out the first one?
I think they wait and see how it is
might
received.
wait a week. So just going back to the physical and digital thing, just a little snapshot that I see in my day-to-day life, about 7.5 times more physical than digital.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take that back.
There's always that thing of like,
But-
why would you?
That's the little bit that I see.
Is that in sales for a game or console sales? You mean?
Pre-orders.
Interest
that's
in,
for us in
interest in the
Australia.
consoles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
for
true.
Australia.
Australia.
So our internet's terrible.
That's true. That's very, very true. Very
What
good
internet?
point.
We'd have to get some first.
Well, we are, didn't you see? Okay, so up until this point, up until the showcase, who do we think had the better presentation for what their next gen is? Xbox or PlayStation 5?
Xbox versus PS.
I think PlayStation.
You think PlayStation? Why?
Because, well, they just said, this is what we're going to do. These are the things that you're going to get. This is the reason why. They gave us reasons to buy the console.
As in their actual performance, you're talking about of what they planned.
No, I think that the way that they delivered it, that was just short, sharp, and shiny all the time. It didn't get over.
It was very much this.
Yeah, it was a, here is the thing, here is the thing, here is the thing, and this is the price.
Yep.
And this is the reason you should buy this console.
A lot of the Xbox stuff got like leaked. They probably didn't have a chance to.
That's true.
Yeah,
is
like
true,
you know,
yeah.
that a lot of their plans would have got broken because they were. I had a plan to do something, and then suddenly You know, like that with the monkey man, like looking like they probably had plans on how they were going to announce this stuff, and then it just got leaked, and they're like, "Fuck."
My opinion was they announced too much though. I seemed to get saturated, and you kind of started to lose interest because there was so much information.
The truth be told, though, they clearly had a timeline as to when all this stuff was coming out.
And who knows what would have happened if we didn't have a COVID?
It'd be exactly the same.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
the same.
Dan, who do you think is leading the charge thus far? Well, up until the showcase, we'll just leave it. That's the cutoff for this conversation. Up until the showcase and the airing of the PlayStation showcase.
Obviously, it's the person who's just done the latest news is always winning. We've discussed this before. So at the end of the showcase, it was PlayStation winning.
But everything that came before it, like, bring it all up.
Like everything. So you've got like the Xbox. What did they reveal? I'm trying to remember the order. There was the controller was revealed for PlayStation.
They revealed the Series X last year at the Game Awards.
Yeah, and that showed the controller as well.
It showed everything, whole kit caboodle.
Yeah, I don't know who is winning because I don't think any of them are winning. I think they're just basically just the same at the moment. I mean, I could cut forward into what I think about all this, but yeah.
Well,
but as far as marketing goes, I think, to tell you the truth, there's been that one place. I can't think. There's been two good PlayStation events that people were just like going, "That was great," and there's been the one where the Xbox one where they blurted everything out, and then a mediocre one that everyone kind of like bagged on. Is that what happened?
Yeah, PlayStation's had some mediocre ones as well. So yeah, to be fair, it's sort of same and same. I personally think. I'm the same.
They're the same at the moment.
I think after this showcase, they're at loggerheads. Obviously, PlayStation has a lot more games to show, but Xbox has something else, and we've already sort of mentioned in previous shows that Xbox aren't focusing on the box this generation. This generation, I think, is about convenience, and Xbox are really honing in on that and being the place where you want to play games because they have options, which is what we'll get to very, very shortly. But before we do, pre-orders. It was said during the event, or Jeff Keighley said after the PlayStation showcase, that pre-orders will be going up the next day. Then Walmart went, nah, we'll go now, thanks. So Walmart went straight after the conference.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they started it. And then because Walmart went, no, we'll do
Everyone
it. Everyone went, well, I'm going to go then. Little story from...
Snowballed.
So over here in Australia, the showcase started at 5:30 in the morning. It went for about an hour, 40 minutes. A friend of mine was watching it. I had to leave for work before then. So he was just sort of chatting to me as I was out on the road doing some deliveries. And I still recall I pulled up to one of the cafes and I just had a message on my phone saying, place where we pre-ordered them, go. And I was sitting in my car going, and even though I managed to secure a pre-order for the PS5 physical edition, I still don't believe that I've got it. I've got the receipt. I put my $200 down. The email says I've got it. It's there. It's coming. It's mine. I'm still really anxious that I don't have it. It's on my card. I've checked everything.
I think you're going to be like that because there has been rumors flying around of just like places doing pre-orders, not knowing how many they're getting.
There were some places that were taking pre-orders as expressions of interest, so stock not guaranteed. There are other places that won't do that.
Right. So did anyone else end up getting a pre-order of the PlayStation 5?
Anyone
I
in the chat?
did.
Right on.
I did. I somehow managed to, at some point, get a hold of one, apparently. Again,
see, you as well. You're nervous.
It's a deposit and a receipt. I have no idea if when it comes down to it, day and day, they're gonna go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm paranoid. I'm going to rock up in the day and go, I'm just here to pick up my PS5, and they'll go, are you sure? Oh,
You're the
sorry.
cutoff.
Yeah, you didn't get one. So
yeah. What about people in the chat? Did anyone get an Xbox or a PlayStation?
Oh, we haven't gone on to Xbox yet, but we will in a minute.
Did anyone get a PlayStation?
I did not. I got nothing.
I didn't get one.
So Floppy didn't get one because there was a misunderstanding with your connections, which is unfortunate. Dan, why didn't you get one?
Misunderstanding with my connections.
Is the connection your wallet and your hand?
It's floppy.
That was also my thing, was the wallet. I wasn't ready for it to go up straight away.
Okay. Okay, then we had also... Oh, I know. We'll go. with here. The Xbox pre-orders. So Xbox and Microsoft had a little bit of a dig at PlayStation and said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll tell you when and where our orders are going live."
Thing just fell off the roof onto Ben. It was amazing.
Why does it look like a fingernail?
Because I think it's
Yeah, it's a pod off of the flowers that are on top of the roof, like the tree.
Anyway, yeah, they said orders will be going up 22nd of September at 8 p.m. You can pre-order then. So, me personally, that was dumb.
Because that gave everyone time to get their bots ready.
Yes, so scalpers and everyone got their bots. The things sold out like that. They were
that
even
45
harder.
minutes?
Yeah, they were even harder to get than the PlayStation ones. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then, of course, you go straight onto eBay. Both of these consoles are up for like $15,000. It's ridiculous. All resellers and scalpers are scumbags, and I hope it comes back to bite you in the ass.
Don't buy receipts.
Why is that, Floppy?
Because you're buying a receipt, you're not buying a product.
So you're buying a piece of paper. So someone could easily go, yeah, it's a pre-order, get your money.
That's cool. Guess what? Your name doesn't match the one on that order.
Really? So you're in trouble. So do not buy from these scumbag
I
scalpers.
know what the scalpers are doing, but like you buying the pre-orders off them. So some people in the chat are saying that some Dylan the Villain says that some people are having their pre-orders cancelled for no reason. I think the reason would be probably that the places don't have as many consoles as they thought they did at the start.
Yeah, so there would be some retailers that were taking pre-orders based on expression of interest, not actually guaranteeing stock. There was a couple that were doing that. There's some that won't do that. There was, I mean, when it comes to the Xbox, though, that was crashing just about every site that was pre-ordering.
Because it was overloaded with bots.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you make your
How can
site, that you get 15 bajillion times more than it's supposed to handle because of bots. And
Do you know what they both should have done? Just in-store pre-orders only.
no,
not with the
code,
pandemic. No.
No. Because look, think about it. So the reason they went online as well is you got so many people that are in different levels of quarantine and lockdown. That's not fair.
Yeah.
You put them online.
What
fair
if
for
it wasn't?
everyone.
What if quarantine wasn't here? Would that have been a good?
I'd still rather. I think it would have been a better idea to go online because it's fair for everyone. Everyone's got a phone in their pocket. And can do it.
Bots.
I was at work. I was
Thank
at
you,
work.
Brayden.
I was at work working, so I couldn't just like sit down for ages and do it. So
I was
like,
also
No, but
at
you
work
also couldn't-
across the room from
You
Dan.
also couldn't.
yeah, Brayden did it somehow.
I looked Dan dead in the eyes
Oh, wait.
as I
Purchase.
hit checkout button.
I was also
pay
at work.
you. That play,
Not
you
anymore.
owe me a PlayStation, Brayden.
You can come over and play it with me.
Shut up.
I too was at work, but because I'm my own boss, guess what? I just pulled the van over to the side of the road. Yep, good, and continue.
Are you an ice
You
cream
sell
seller?
stuff out
Yes.
the back of
Ice cream van.
he drives a black van with lollies painted on the side.
Surprised you don't hum green sleeves more often.
One funny thing that I really hope there's some karma coming their way. After the 22nd of September, Microsoft announced Xbox One X sales went up 747%.
Maybe you should name them differently, idiots.
Or they didn't program their bots correctly, and a hell of a lot of scalpers have just bought a lot of One
I hope
X's.
it was scalpers.
Please, I'm going to do all I can.
750% up. That's crazy amount. I hope so. What do you do when you get home and you've bought 100 Xbox
One
X's? Who do you blame? And there's no robot to throw across the room.
Oh man, I really hope. I'm going to do everything I can to try and find out if that was the case and the bots got screwed, because that'll be karma.
Or maybe that's a good thing. I mean, Xbox sold a whole bunch of things and the bots got stuffed
There'd be a whole heap of pre-orders getting cancelled there.
Oh yeah. All right, on to the big news of this week, and I have to say, before I announce this blew my mind. Like, I don't often wake up. Floppy put it in our Discord when the news first dropped at night, but being an old man, I was already in bed asleep. And then I got up and checked my Twitter, and it was just exploding with what the hell's, I'm censoring. I went, what? And I read the news and went, what? I am, of course, referring to Microsoft buying ZeniMax for $7.5 billion US.
What's up his bum?
That's Phil Spencer. He's probably got an Xbox One S.
Or a one. No,
Sorry,
it's a
Series
1X.
S. The Series
I
S.
haven't seen this footage.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's just
man,
an
I
interview
bought
with Phil
it,
Spencer.
pocket change, whatever.
Yeah, so They now own Bethesda, amongst many other game development studios. These guys have been buying up studios left, right, and center because people were, it was a fairly common complaint that Microsoft and Xbox had no first-party games. So instead of making good first-party games, you just buy the studios that do, allegedly.
So 7.5 billion. That's double the amount
In cash.
Cash. That's so weird.
That's a big suitcase.
Well, it just means that they get it all in one hit.
That's
You know
double.
what?
That's
I bet
double the
you.
amount Disney paid for Marvel.
Yeah, they paid 4.5.
They just wanted they wanted everyone at Bethesda to receive COVID.
You could have got.
I just don't feel
hardcore
there's
cash.
any way they can make that back. Like Marvel, like I understand the movies making that back and stuff, but that's crazy
But
talk.
for like, put it in this perspective: for an extra 500 million more, you could have got Marvel and Star Wars.
I bet you they didn't mean to get it, and he was just trying to program his bots to get 1x.
Yeah,
It was just a mistake. Shit, I bought Bethesda.
again.
Now these deals obviously take
7.5. It's not worth 2.
a long time and lots of negotiating. All right, so what we've got here, all currently developed games will come out on all consoles. So they've agreed to honor all those exclusive agreements.
They would be silly not to.
Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo will remain PS5 timed exclusives. So
There it is.
we have
1
got
year.
a Microsoft and Xbox published game coming to the PlayStation 5 exclusively. You're going to get that game booted up, and guess what's going to be the first thing you see? Xbox Studios is going to come up on your face.
I love this.
I am blown away by this. Moving forward, Bethesda games will be on Xbox, PC, and Games Pass, and if they appear anywhere else, they will be to a case-by-case basis. Phil Spencer being asked what is going to happen. His plan is to leave Bethesda alone. He's just going to let them keep on doing what they're doing. Hopefully, he makes them finish the game before they launch them.
He could put a
That'd
little
be
hand
good.
in there and get him to make good stuff.
I like that Michael Towns in the chat has said like they bought $1 for every game bug.
I've seen that meme, Townsy.
Oh,
Don't
I've
go
seen-
stealing stuff.
And again, more
looking
jazz,
for BioWare?
Bethesda ends up on eBay for 25 billion.
On a side note, Game Pass has increased 50% in the last 6 months to 15 million users. Microsoft are publishing time-exclusive games for PlayStation. We've already gone through that. But they've got Bethesda games now going on there, as well as all the other companies, which they just announced that Doom Eternal is going up October 1st today on Games Pass.
That's great.
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
That's Bethesda's one good game.
Recently.
They made Wolfenstein.
And they also have EA Play going up on Games Pass as well. So again, the Microsoft, the Xbox philosophy appears to be one of convenience, and they're just putting Games Pass front and center. If you want to play these games at the highest, best quality, you want to get an Xbox One X. If you don't really care that much, get a Series X or a Series S. If you don't mind, just hold on to your One X or your One S for another, 2-3 years.
I think.
And yeah, you can continue to play on there. That's huge. I personally don't think that Microsoft bought ZeniMax to take on PlayStation. I believe they did it
neither do
to
I.
grow Game Pass. I think Microsoft is in a league of its own now. They honestly don't really care about PlayStation.
Yeah, I think that as well. I don't think I was going to get into this. I don't think there is a console war anymore.
There's
I think
3
that-
different races.
Yeah, I don't know what the third one is.
Well, Nintendo.
Oh, where?
Nintendo's racing against no one. PlayStation racing against no one. Microsoft racing
Well,
against no one.
I wrote in my notes there, this little point, is that I think the internet, giving everyone a voice, has actually cluttered for game developers on what people actually want. So back in the day when we were younger, the only people that kind of like pushed what was what people wanted were like the game magazines.
Yeah, the adverts and
The adverts and the game magazines. And it was really obvious what people wanted, because they got told. So console people would look and go, oh, they want graphics. or 3D graphics chips or something like
Let
that.
me point out those magazines as well. When we were growing up, screenshots were called screenshots because you took a Polaroid camera and you literally took a picture of the screen. You took a shot of the screen. That's where that name came from.
And then
We're old.
So we're talking about the console. So, but like Xbox and PlayStation, they're both making up,
younger than
like they're both putting the goalposts in where they want them, and then they're kicking a ball through and going, "We won!" And at the other end of the oval, Xbox will put their goalposts in, and they're kicking the goals through. So
And then Nintendo's in the middle just going, yay, both of you. Seriously, buy us as well.
And my last note is, or maybe I'm just mistaking innovation for anarchy.
Yes. Big fan of anarchy.
You know, when like, is it just? Yeah, I think there is no console war. People have to just accept that fanboys and like I think the war is just existing within the fanboys.
Yeah.
And both these companies, they're probably like getting together and having beers after work and going like,
It's
what
well
are
known.
you doing? Oh, I'm thinking I'm going to go for this. Oh, we're going to do Games Pass. And they're like, that's a great idea.
Was it 2019 where the Game Awards had Reggie Fils-Aimé, Phil Spencer, and Sean Layden on stage, and it was like a big thing that the three heads of the three massive game companies were on stage talking together. And I was listening to a podcast, one of the IGN podcasts, and they just go, "What, you guys think these guys don't like hang out? We all know each other. Like, sure, they don't go spouting their secrets, but they all know each other, and if not friendly to each other."
And also my third point is, and Nintendo owns the Oval. They're putting the fucking goalpost in.
They will probably play Super Mario Party together.
So a couple of thoughts I had, well, not I had, the people in general have had. Will they share, Microsoft and Xbox share properties like Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield to be the good guy, the face in the situation, or will they finally just put them on as a timed exclusive onto their console and reap the benefits that way? I personally think that they would be leaving a lot of money on the table if they don't publish it across the studios. Look at Mahjong with Minecraft. That's everywhere. They haven't sort of...
Mahjong?
Is it? I'm thinking of the ancient
Yeah, I
Japanese
was actually...
game.
That's weird. I was thinking about Minecraft today. Like, when I was thinking about this Xbox stuff, I'm going, yeah, because that's like... Yeah, that they did that across everything. But then again, Minecraft was its own thing before they started doing it, so maybe it was too late
Possibly.
to own that. But then they did Minecraft Dungeons, and they did that like across everything.
Yeah.
So
There's also a Minecraft with Super Mario where it's all Mario characters. But Floppy, what do you think?
I think when it comes to... It'll be a case-by-case thing, like they've said, but I think when it comes to things like Elder Scrolls, which has already got such a massive player base, they would be silly not to put on as much stuff as they can because they're going to get more copies sold.
Yeah, I agree. And
just
they
money.
do have a lot of debt to make up.
Yeah, 7.5 billion.
Yeah, Braden?
Quick question. Did anyone see the expansion storage being priced and everything for the Xbox?
Yeah, it's almost as much as the Series S.
what is it?
That's American.
What is
Funnily
it?
enough,
Can you
That's
tell me what it is?
amazing. It's like,
Is that a memory card for a PlayStation?
it's the PS Vita memory card mistake again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was talking to the guy that runs the Australian Xbox Twitter account today on Twitter, and I said to him when he tweeted out that a 1 terabyte SSD drive is around $340 Australian without the Xbox logo on it. You know, just trying to let people know that there are other options. Blah blah blah. I said to him, could we buy a Series S to be an expanded drive, and then put in brackets. This started as a gag, but now I kind of want to know. And he replied, make no mistake, it is 100% in my best interest for you to buy a Series S as well, but I don't think it works that way. Potentially, you may be able to use the expansion card between both to save re-downloading, though.
Okay.
So
What's
we've
this thing?
got
I
a
saw it on the
proprietary
week.
memory card.
Yeah,
That seems...
but Sony's doing that as well. With they're doing expanded drives.
I didn't think it was proprietary, though.
No,
Yeah.
there's any brand that has a like works with PS5 sticker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you got at least a choice there.
Yeah. And you can choose how big you want it to be.
Do we know what kind of price they run at?
I mean-
like a range?
NVMe drives are very they're fairly expensive in terms of like PC storage and everything. But we'll see. Again, they're doing. I think he said it in when Mark Cerny did his really long like tech ramble and like went on about 3D audio for about 40 minutes.
Really awful Photoshop thing.
I fell
that
asleep
one.
during that.
That
but
thing,
I
the
think
ear
it was
thing?
in that when they were talking about how the storage drives, they're working with developers of the storage drives to like put a little mark on the box that says this works with your PS5.
That is great for mums and dads.
Yes.
What
Well
about
done.
Are we going to talk about the pricing of the game?
Yeah, we was just.
We are going to get. Is it on here?
Yep.
I think I actually wrote that.
What do you think? Good or bad?
The price increase?
Yeah.
Well, there are some weird things I actually heard on another podcast they were mentioning. Like, what? So, does that mean that PlayStation 4 games are going to be more expensive? So, if you're going to... Could you buy Miles Morales on PlayStation 4, and then when you get the PlayStation 5, it updates it up to it, so you pay the PlayStation 4 price for it. So why wouldn't you just buy the PlayStation 4 version?
Are you saying there's some kind of
Loophole?
not loophole, just some confusion as to what's going on with Sony and their upgrade thing? No, from my understanding, from what I've heard, is that new games will be that price.
But old games will be whatever they came released at.
So that means like the PlayStation 4 version of Miles Morales will be the same price as PlayStation 5.
Correct.
I'm okay with this.
But you can't buy again. No, I'm
How
not
much
getting
does that
into
make
again.
our games? How much? Like this
120
conversion?
120, 125.
But games
So-
are never that much anyway, are they?
Can I just say, like, the game prices haven't increased in 10 years.
Oh, yeah, you know,
the production cost has. We get paid more than we did 10 years ago. Everything else has gone up.
I'm completely fine to pay more
I'm
for a
alright
game.
with it.
If anything, so here's the double-edged sword again. I'm fine with paying more for a game, and I think it's good because you think about what game you want, you research it, you can get the right game. And then on the other edge of the sword, you've got Games Pass, where you have every game for $10.95 a month. And I've had 3 friends now who got into Game Pass, and they're like, man, Game Pass is amazing. But now they're like, how's Game Pass going? And they're like, oh, I got rid of it. I'm like, why? And they go, I just didn't end up playing anything. I put a game on, I'd play 10 minutes of it, and then I'd move to the next one, and I played nothing.
Yep.
I would just like diddle my toe, diddle just my knob into it, but I never went balls deep into any game.
Jesus.
Analogies.
Father,
ladies and
Dan
gentlemen.
McGuinness.
Father.
Floppy, what do you think of the prices?
I'm fine with it. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, there's a lot of work that goes into these, and they haven't gone up in price in 10 years.
Wasn't it the 360 PS3, the last pay
I
hike?
think it was I think it was. And that was even more than 10 years ago then.
Yeah.
That's like 13, 14 years ago.
The
something
chat's
like that.
asking, is Game Pass going to cost the same on the Series X?
Well, I don't think that was my next thing is I would bet that maybe next year, maybe a year later, Game Pass is going to go up.
Well, go up, or will they get rid of games with gold, and in order to justify no longer having games with gold, so you get your 2 free games if you have Game Pass.
Oh, I think they will combine that to the one thing, obviously. So Games Pass will become like your games, your live gold and Games Pass, but it'll just be one thing as opposed to 2 different things that you can buy as a bundle. And I think the price is going to go up.
Pants for Hat in the chat has written, Game Pass is like having a digital gym membership.
I got rid of it because I got it and I thought it was great for those few days that I went, oh my gosh, look at all the things that I can play, and played none of it, and then forgot that I had it.
It's exactly what I did for Apple Arcade as well.
Every time I go to delete Apple Arcade, they put a game on that I want to play. Like I went to delete it the other day, and then they put up the new Samurai Jack game, and I've gone, okay.
Yeah, I do as well. And do you know what? I just download the game and don't play it, and it just adds into my queue.
But then again, I know people that make an amazing use of Games Pass. So like, it's for some people, it's not for others.
Because this is a show directly aimed at adult gamers, people like us don't have as much time as young people. So I think the research a game and buy a game is fine.
Yep.
And pay a little bit more. Pay those people.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, they deserve to be paid. They work really, really hard.
I mean, they get paid on Game Pass.
It's
so
an
we can't say
industry that doesn't have a union. A majority of the time, when a lot of devs are finished on their game, their contracts aren't renewed and they have to go search for more work. They deserve that little bit of buff to make it a lot more easier for them and a lot more worth their while.
Triple India in the chat, it's true. They just want you to forget about it, but keep paying for it. It's exactly what I'm doing.
Yep.
I don't even know. Do you know, up until recently, I hadn't turned my Xbox on for like 1,000 years. I plugged it in recently, put it on, and it's just like, oh man, I've still got games gold. I've been paying every year like $90, but they hadn't been sending me an email or anything. They've been pulling it out of my account. And I was like, oh man.
All right, on that topic, I'm just going to jump around a bit here, Braden. Metal Gear is having a concert in October 2020.
We never got to the end of who did it better.
Oh, well, we'll get back there.
PlayStation.
No, we did. We talked about PlayStation doing it better.
I don't think PlayStation did it better. I still think I still haven't finished. I think at the moment, right now, I think people are loving Xbox a lot more, and I can understand why, because people love free shit.
Cool. So Metal Gear doing a concert in October 2020. Usually you're able to pay and go and sit in there and revel in the brilliance of Metal Gear and Kojima and everything. That's awesome, apart from Konami, but we'll just...
We'll get onto that.
They're now doing it via streaming this year. That's right, for 3,500 yen, which is around about 42 Australian dollars. You can watch it streaming, and I am really tempted. I can't think of anything better than sitting down and watching this whole concert overnight.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
Are you
Listen to
watching
it
a
on my
playthrough?
earphones.
Sorry, both were talking. I didn't hear either of you. Dan.
It doesn't matter. I just bought some really good headphones, like the new Sony 1000 MXs, M4s, and that would sound so good with the 3D sound. Oh, they're upgrading and supporting them now.
Floppy.
Is it a playthrough or is it just playing the cutscenes with music?
So it is the scenes on the screen and the orchestra playing the music. They've sort of put compilations together, play whole tracks, compilations to footage.
Is this last
I
year's
don't
one?
think I
That's
care
up
about
now?
this.
No, you don't care?
No,
So the music was such a huge part of these games.
not for me though.
Really?
No, I'm contrary. Hey, here we go. This is going to be a controversial opinion because play Dan versus World. I actually don't care that much about video game music.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't notice it as much. That's why I'm so good at Dan versus the World.
I notice it while I'm playing and I appreciate it and I like it, but I don't listen to it outside of that.
Whereas I listen to nothing but video
Yes,
game music
true.
soundtracks.
It's true. I've
this is
been in
not
his
something-
car.
This is something that I think is awesome, but not something that is awesome for me.
Floppy, would you be more on board for it if it was a Twitch streamer doing a speed run?
No, I don't like speedruns.
And then
Well, Twitch
as they
streamers.
reach different parts in the game, the orchestra has to stop and start another piece of music because they skipped too fast.
What if they die and have to go back to a checkpoint?
What if they have to climb up a ladder?
Then they could get a whole song.
Yeah. Also on the rumor mill, while we're talking about Metal Gear and all things Kojima, there are
This is a great
rumors
rumor.
of a Metal Gear Solid remake, as well as a new collection with what was it? Metal Gear Solid 2,
3, and 4?
3 and 4, and I think also the PSP games,
I don't think this is happening.
Ops and
Ops and the other one.
the other one.
There's only one way this is happening. Konami only makes pachinko machines and Yu-Gi-Oh cards now.
Yeah, but going back to what we were speaking about previously, it's been rumored that, a lot of people, when the news was announced that Xbox bought Bethesda, there were fanboys and girls clamoring that Sony needs to buy Konami now. It's like, they don't. But even before that, there were strong rumors that maybe Sony was sort of prodding Konami, saying, hey,
Is that when they were that Silent Hill one with?
like they were going, well, you can keep the IP, but let us loan it to us so we can make games, and you don't have to do anything. You just
Which
have
would
to go,
be the
"Here
best
you
way
go."
to do it, because if anything, Konami has proved is they like money because they
Yeah.
do pachinko machines. which are,
Exactly.
like, evil things. So if they went, hey mate, you like money? We'll give you money for these things you're not, because they're not using them. They
You're
haven't
not
bought
using
games
it.
in
You
ages.
don't have to do anything.
They've
We've
given
got the
up.
creator over here. He wants to. Not you. He's behind you.
No, you don't mention Kojima in a Konami conversation.
No,
They'll be like,
no,
we're
no.
out, we're out. Fuck that cunt.
But my point.
I'm in person.
Cancel Dan. My point is that they don't have to do anything and they can get money. So I'm fingers everything crossed, because I would love a Metal Gear Solid remake from the ground up, and I would just love to have all these collections on a disc. I mean, they've done it with the PS3. We didn't see it on the PS4, unfortunately. You could play 2 and 3 on Game Pass, and 5, I think, for a while.
You know, this would make sense, because Metal Gear to me is a PlayStation game. I know it's not, but to me it's a PlayStation. Silent Hill to me is a PlayStation game.
Well, I collect Kojima games, like all the Metal Gears and every game that he's directed. I'll only buy the PlayStation versions and the Nintendo one. Because...
So number one, they feel like they're PlayStation exclusives, even though they're not. At the moment, there's this whole weird thing of, people are really caring about exclusives.
Yep.
And, where's Xbox exclusives? Where's PlayStation's got exclusives? So they got like 13. So I think this would be really good for them. And it makes sense. Imagine them suddenly just I know everyone's swinging their dick at the moment. Microsoft just swung its pendulum dick over to Bethesda, and the only thing
No, Microsoft got an erection and the out of everyone.
I think their erection may have broken some jaws on the way up.
I reckon it broke time itself.
Yeah,
I hope my kids have fallen asleep by now.
Hey, I'm explaining myself.
This is a game show for adults, Floppy. But yeah, and I think this would be a really, really, a really good move for PlayStation. And if Bethesda are willing to listen, if you throw a $sign at them, which I think they are, Konami. I think they should buy it, because a lot of their great things. Imagine them coming to suddenly just doing an announcement, going, also PlayStation 5 is coming up a Silent Hill, a Metal Gear remake, and imagine all that stuff. Because push to shove, there's going to be no really more good like Konami aren't going to make games anymore. They've basically stopped. They made like a soccer game or something, didn't they?
I don't know, but remember, Metal Gear Survive doesn't exist.
Was that Konami?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
That's the kind of thing that and they. I mean, like then Sony could have licensed it off them. So like, Konami is still making money. They're not going to buy the IP off them because Konami would never let go of that because that's a dumb move. But they could definitely just license it off them and just go under, and they could be timed exclusives as well.
Mm-hmm.
Timed exclusive. Is that a new term from like the last 2 years?
No, they've had it for a while.
A long time.
All right, so moving on. Time to watch a bit of a trailer. Cyberpunk released a bunch of sort of introductory trailers to the game, focusing on different parts of...
The hashtag trending in our chat.
Showing different parts of the world. I've chosen one called the Official Night City Tour because it looked really, really cool. It's sort of looking at the seedy underbelly of the nightlife within Cyberpunk world. This game is looking sweeter and sweeter every trailer I see. I don't know if you guys have watched this yet.
Now I'm going to apologise. I haven't worked out how to get the sound of the trailers up, so we're just going to have to keep talking over it.
Okay.
Our
Did it say
opinions.
mac and cheeses?
It says McNuts and Cheeses.
Oh, is it? Ooh.
But like, this looked great. It was basically a bunch of talking heads or hosts talking about what's going on in the city, the storyline, and just has you going through and looking at sort of the ground level. You've got people going to food carts and eating yakitori. You've got news shows, developing news, and then, of course, cutting back and showing people watching that news through their VR headsets, getting operations to upgrade themselves because they're all cyberpunky. This game looks amazing. I'm getting a huge Yakuza vibe from it as well.
I'm getting scared it's going to have too much stuff to do and you end up doing nothing.
Well, they've come out and said it's not going to be as long as Witcher 3.
Oh, thank God.
And
It's like 300 hours.
yeah, basically. Well, they said because
250.
their data that they receive, which they do, shows the percentage of where a majority of gamers fell off. And I think they've gone just above that. So it might even be like a 30-hour game, which I'm totally fine with.
I'm okay with 30.
And remember as well, the digital
15,
age,
15.
they can throw a DLC in there for free whenever they want. They can charge for it or they can give it to you for nothing. Personally prefer the nothing one, but hey, what do I know?
Oh, gosh.
But how gorgeous does this look? I know people listening to the podcast may not be able to see it, but
May not be able to see it?
That was definitely not.
Well,
So
it depends. They
people
might
watching
have-
the podcast should be listening to this and at the same time, as soon as they say we're going to do a trailer, loading it on their phone and watching it as well without voiceover. It's like a
the
commentary
real
track.
way to listen to a podcast.
Unless you're driving, please.
No,
dear
do
God.
it while you... In fact, every member of Hack the Dino recommends that you listen and watch to this podcast whilst driving.
Listen and watch.
Official. It's going to be on our top.
No.
It is for adults.
Not every member.
Only an
For
adult.
adults, Fluffy.
Only an adult can handle that kind of.
I believe
stuff.
only one member.
Anyway, this looked great. I
It
love
looks
it.
stunning.
Looks very
When's it
pretty.
out? November 10?
About that.
Man, they
11?
really should have
November
held off a couple of days.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Still
going
in
to
the
be a
chat.
busy week.
Speaking of Yakuza, number 5 is bloody boring. This is coming from a massive Yakuza fan. Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Time for us to play a little game. I've been playing during the week a game that came out. Dan, you want to get your controller?
Oh, I thought we were playing Dan vs. the World. I was like, what's going on?
This little baby came out. That's right. The Super Mario 3D All-Stars Anniversary came out.
Do the sting, Brayden.
Do the sting.
What the hell was that cat?
I don't know. He was dancing really, really coolly.
Ooh, we went straight to the...
It's gone straight to PlayStation because Mario All-Stars 3D is on PlayStation now.
It's not. I'm just switching over. There you
We
go.
can see the UI here. We booted it up earlier. This is a really cool screen. It's got a little bit of history on it. You get each of the soundtracks to each of the games. Those games being Super Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario
Funshine,
Galaxy.
as I call it.
So I immediately booted up Mario 64,
I'm not.
and I played it with a big old stupid grin on my face.
Man, I just got tricked by the old Nintendo slot button. Then I'm like, why isn't it working? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Mario 64 was great. Apart from the, well, there was... I was playing it, and it was on top of Big Bomb's Hill in the first world, and noticed Mario sort of popping in and out. I thought, what is that? Like, sure enough, Mario was going... It almost looked like he was flattening and then popping out. Did some research into it, and... see where it says press R? Sorry, I just had to help Dan there, like an adult. Sure enough, go to 1, Mario's head.
Yep. The only one that's got something in it.
Have you played games before, Dan?
It's a bloody like. Look at this. It's.
Have
one
you
of
never
the-
played a Wii game?
It's one of those. Like I have to.
Motion control?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, you're not playing the whole game like that. That's just for this cursor. Anyway, Mario was popping in and out Mario 64. I had no idea what was going on, so I looked into it. Apparently, it did it during the original game, but because of CRT TVs and really fuzzy screens, you couldn't notice. But it was a way to save RAM space. They'd go down to a low-res version of Mario and then pop him in, like when the camera's really, really far out, they'd go down to a low-res Mario.
It's just a hub world.
Yes, it is. So
Where
you
do
want
I
to go
go?
to that little green place.
Cool.
And then pop him back in, and when he got
So
closer.
they kept it in there.
They kept it. These are
That's
basic
great.
ports.
That is great.
These are upscaled basic ports. They have done sweet bugger all to it. All right, so now you
awesome.
have to use your cursor, or talk to him, or use your cursor on that one. Yeah, don't shake it. Touch the star.
I
and
love
press
this
A.
teaching Dan how to play games part.
There you go, and you can choose a place to go
Because
to.
this
Dan.
was the original on the Wii, so it needs a lot of this Wiimote stuff, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
So
right.
Dan's playing Super Mario Galaxy right now. This game is still one of my favorites. It is beautiful. Just go to the place that is revealed, Dan.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good egg.
I haven't
Galaxy.
played this before.
Fly there.
This could have been a big mistake.
This is the best mistake.
What, letting Dan play a Nintendo game? Because, you know, Nintendo games are traditionally very hard to play and very difficult. It's
Yeah, they're not
so-
made for like 8-year-olds at all.
It's not babies, as I'm constantly told on this podcast by someone who may be playing it right
Because
now.
I'm an adult. This is a game for
Yeah, obviously. You can handle yourself real well.
Yep, good
Ooh.
stuff. So you have to beat the Dino Piranha. But this Mario Galaxy is just an absolute wonder and a joy to play. The gravity physics and the level design for this game is beautiful. The music is amazing. It queues up really, really well. There's some really, really not good cutscenes, but of course you travel from platform to platform via a star.
What do I do?
And sometimes as you do, it
is
queues
this?
up music, and it's just a really, really great feeling. You know how to play Mario, Dan?
I've never played Galaxy, so I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, you don't really need to collect those little bits, but you need to get your way to the dinosaur planet. So you need to find a way to go and defeat that dinosaur plant. So what's really good about Mario Galaxy, because of the gravity and the small planets, it's like King Yama's, oh not King, King Kai's planet, where you can run around it because it's so small. There you go. Jump up into that star there.
Hello, I'm a star.
Yep. So you jump up there. There you go.
Get shot. I love this.
And then you go to
The next world.
next platform. It's sort of like literally little mini worlds which go to the big world at the end. So we're looking at here Dan just going through and trying to collect all the pieces of the star in order to shoot him away.
How
And
did you not see that
and
incredibly
dying.
slow rolling boulder
because
coming?
he's stuck in the mud.
Rip anyone wearing headphones just then.
I like Brayden.
I love his scared noise.
And so we're in the first world here, and Dan's already about to die.
These have got big tennis balls.
Did
Yeah.
they though?
What am I supposed to do, Ben?
You're supposed to collect those little pieces that you're collecting
Yeah.
and not die like you're
Oh,
also
okay.
doing.
Is that what you do for every level?
There's another one up.
No, it's just like each little planet has a different little puzzle or thing to do, and Dan just died.
Is that right? At least it's not easy.
What's the other game that's on here?
We've got Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. Now, I haven't played Mario Sunshine yet. There's been a little bit of controversy, especially with people who haven't played it yet, or played it when it originally came out. They seem to think Flood's too hard to control because it has inverted controls that you aren't able to change. It was like that in the original game. Flood was hard to control in the original game. So,
Is that the shooty water
Yep,
thing?
yep,
Okay,
yep.
cool.
I've heard complaints as well that in Mario Sunshine, Mario doesn't jump as much. That's because he uses Flood. So you need to unlock abilities to make Flood shoot sort of like water on the ground and then you slide on the ground, or you need another ability to store up water and shoot like a jetpack. Sunshine is a wonderful game. I'm saving it to last. So at the moment I'm playing 64 and Galaxy, and once I've had my fill of them, I will play Sunshine.
So I bought this as well.
Yeah.
I bought this as well because I've only played Galaxy and I'd never played 64 or Sunshine. I was keen to play 64, but I
Yes.
really have always wanted to play Sunshine.
Ah!
Never had it. So.
No!
Dan's almost about to die again, in case you haven't worked that out through his dying sounds.
Yeah, look at me go.
I love the animation of him flying through space. It's so
Oh,
good.
it's great, and the music as well. We can't hear it now, obviously, but
You should
the
do
music
it
is
for us.
They
spectacular.
can.
Ba 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 ba.
What happened?
Dan died
Welcome.
again. because he sucks at all these games.
See that thing at the bottom that's going red? That's
Yeah.
the microphone.
Yes, because I hit it with my hand.
Oh, it's put me back here again.
Anyway,
What?
as
So
much...
if I die, I have to get these things all again.
Well, yeah, you need to make it to a save point, Dan. That's how games work.
Yeah.
You're dying again, Dan. I didn't think it was possible for someone to be bad.
I don't think I ever died on this.
No, I certainly didn't get hit once.
Please avoid the giant rolling hemorrhoids.
I like the the footprints that show where you've been. Do they stay there forever?
Probably not.
Probably
It was a
disappear when you
Wii
die.
game, so you're not going to get all that sort of next-gen tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. Oh my god, he can't get
You're
up.
going to die again. Dan, if you die again, we're moving on.
It's fine. I think I'm pretty
You
good.
just
at
missed
this.
the bit. You missed the bit. You're
Hey,
pretty
Star-
good. This isn't even the second level.
It's
This
not-
is the first. This is the
Shh,
tutorial.
I'm talking to the star, Ben. Grab a coin to patch yourself up. Oh, I didn't know that.
All right, well, grab a coin then.
See, I'm glad I talked to this. There's one.
Yep, go get that. Oh, fun. Oh, there you go. You got a little bit of health back, and you just lost it again.
Doesn't matter though, because I can get it back.
Yeah, what happens when you run out of coins, Dan?
I would have passed the level by then.
Really?
You'd hope so, hey?
You would hope so. So Dan's now just running around these 2 brown tennis balls, hoping to get all the... 2 more bits, Dan. 2 more bits. Can you get 2 more bits to make the star to get to the next level?
See the
Next
star
platform.
at the top of your screen, Dan? When you feel that and it's all gold, the little
You just missed a bit.
transporty part rocks up.
And
I'm
going in the mud slows you down. I don't know if you picked that up
Oh, there
yet.
you go. Now go get him.
It's on the other side of the bloody balls, mate.
Well,
Oh,
you
never
got to navigate those balls.
It's okay. It's not huge.
Right. We are. Oh, I'm in the shaft.
You just spit it out to the greener pastures.
All right, we're going.
All right, so now you have to go find out what you have to do here.
I have to talk to this sign.
Okay.
Oh, look at the graphics on the sign.
Is
Is that Final Fantasy 7?
It's Morse code. Everyone knows they speak in
Grab a
Morse code.
sproutle,
Yep.
sproutle vine, and shake it.
Yep. So go kill that big piranha plant dude. So go.
How do
go
I just jump on things? Oh my god!
jump or
me that.
bash him?
Oh, there's men here.
Yeah.
Okay. What's
So
that?
now they've attached to you, and you're gonna walk slowly, and you just get hit by something.
I didn't know I could do that.
What, attack? Yeah, you can attack in games, Dan.
Is he
So
punch in this one?
He kicks and punches and swells around.
It's like Speech of Rage.
So you need
Twirling,
to.
always
There you go.
twirling. Alright.
So you killed the piranha plant, and there's the vine. So now you grab onto the vine and give it all a big old shake. Keep shaking, and there he is. And the gravity. So you go halfway through, and the gravity from the other planet pulls you towards it.
I
So
love
as long
the
as
Oh,
you-
bloody rocks are here again.
If you get over that precipice, you can actually get
Look at
onto
this.
the other planet. It's great. Now there's a black hole in the middle of the planet there, Dan. So you don't want to go in the black hole.
I love the gravity. Just,
That's the black hole
the
that I
black
said
hole,
don't
Dan.
go in.
But doesn't that take... Oh, I thought that was...
And Dan's dead again. So let's move on. Brayden, time for some ads.
Eye! Those little eyes! Ah! Oh! Oh my god, I love him! Why is it a hat? Not the doggos! I can't even read anymore. Ah! I can't even do it anymore! I have to finish this game. I have to finish this game.
And we're back. Thank you very much to Michael Towns for your awesomeness. Be sure to check out all of Towns' awesome stuff. And the good thing I like about Michael Towns, besides putting the link in the chat right now, you crafty Machiavellian guy,
Kick him out. You're not allowed to do that now, chat.
he is... he's the mod.
I know.
Kick yourself out.
We also have a Patreon of which Michael Towns has been a supporter of for a very, very long time. Dan, tell us about Patreon.
So we've got a whole bunch of new Patreon tiers at the moment. We've rejiggered it with the new look of the show. So for $2, you get added to our private Hack the Dino Discord where you can decide on the show content. And you also get involved on the shout-out list down here, as you can see here. So these are $2 and up. For the $10, you get everything that's under these tiers as well. You get exclusive extra monthly show called Dino More that will only be available to you, plus all the other stuff as well. For $15, you get I Will Draw You, like these guys up here, as Townsy, and you will get given a high-res version of that thing to do with whatever you want to on your socials and stuff like that, but you'll also be cycled in the show to show your awesomeness. Plus all the other stuff as well.
You get to come into our Discord as well at the $2 level, correct?
Yeah, all of these plus all the ones underneath. So as you go on, you get all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then for the $25 super one, that is you get everything. Your supporter badge, and your supporter badge will appear on the sections that we've got. So the live sections ones and stuff like that. You'll sponsor a section, and you get an ad played in the show.
Yeah, again, which
Townsy has.
Townsy has, because Townsy's awesome.
So yeah, that is just some of the Patrons that we're doing at the moment. I'm also kind of adding there, I think at this stage we should probably read out the $10 Patrons. Is that a kind of a thing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. So
The $10 or the 15?
the $10.
Okay,
So the $10
cool.
I get a reader. I think I've still got my same list.
Look at this list. He's had this ever since we started.
It's a mess.
falling apart. There's like stains on here. Anyway, you have that back.
So I'm going to put it in here actually for now.
Yes.
So thank you to Luke Beard, thank you to Sam Beard, thank you to Todd Randall, thank you to Tommaso, thank you to Mike Towns, thank you to Karen Knight, thank you to Ash Knight, thank you to Dylan Stevens, thank you to Cullen Bard, and thank you to Game Boy Dad. Thank you so much, guys. We love you so much. And so if you like what you're hearing here and you want to support us over on Patreon, please go there. If you don't have any money, that's cool. You can always support us by just watching us live, commenting in the chat, or watching our VODs over on YouTube afterwards. So
And be sure and subscribe and like. Do that. Do lots of likes and shares. That's very important.
Tell other people.
Just leave
about
it playing
us.
in the background.
other people.
Go to their houses, put it on their laptops, their TVs, their phones.
Go to their house.
And then leave.
Yeah, just go, watch this. And then
Be on
walk
the
out.
outside going, subscribe to Hack the Dino.
And do you know what one of our goals are for Patreon? If we can make $7.5 billion, we're going to build a giant Gundam robot.
If we get 7.6, we'll buy Bethesda.
That's right. But no, we're going to build a giant Gundam robot. I don't think anyone's done
Speaking
that.
of which, oh man,
Oh, someone beat us to it!
Thank you, Townsy, for the $7.5 billion.
how crazy is this? So this came up basically today, didn't it? In the
No,
news?
a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
Was it a couple of days ago. So this is a giant Gundam that they're making that's going to sit out the front of, where is it? The Gundam factory in Yokohama in Japan. This thing is remote controlled or whatever. You can see it moving here. This is in double time and triple time.
Quadruple time.
Four time. Some of the shots are all differently. This is crazy. This is Japan at its best. This
You
is
know what?
That's not any Gundam. That's the RX-78.
You know what? That's the son of a bitch that got all of our PlayStation 5 orders.
That bloody
it's the bot.
Yeah.
So this thing is
You gonna fight
60
him for it?
feet high. So this thing is basically the size of an Ava, which is... it weighs 24 tons.
Or something else equally
It's made
real.
of 200 pieces, which is a mixture of steel, carbon fiber, and plastic.
It is unreal. That is so cool.
It's really, really awesome.
one.
Yeah, it's due to... So they're going to pop it outside the Gundam Yokohama factory. This is... Because I remember they made the big real-size Gundam for a while that didn't move. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You get one as a pre-order bonus for PS5s, yeah?
You get it for...
I think so.
You get it for just having a Nintendo.
Yeah.
It just
Why
can't.
Nintendo?
Speaking of having a Nintendo,
It's like 3 times the size of the PS5.
speaking of 3 times the size of the PS5, Serious Sam. After Serious Sam. Floppy's got a thing to share after Serious Sam.
Yeah, I was making a joke about 3 times the size.
Oh, right. It's a kid's show, Floppy.
Have you ever done Serious Sam games?
I played the original Serious Sam on Xbox. There's a new one out. It's only on Steam and Stadia.
Stadia?
I always say that wrong. Yeah, who remembers Stadia, everyone?
What?
Yeah, I know. This game was fun. It was just like a run and gun. You know, you walked around shooting men.
This had like the same vibe as Doom. It was just a game.
Yep.
Yeah, it was purely a game, and you're supposed to get through every level.
Whereas
of thing.
over the generations, Doom's evolved and progressed and got a storyline and become
Is
something.
it the
that's
Ark of the
really cool.
Covenant, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Sam hasn't. There's a wafer thin storyline from what I'm hearing.
Oh, it's Waffer.
It is Yeah, it's just.
But it's never tried to be anything else, really. Like it's never
It's not.
claimed to be anything that it wasn't either.
It's not. I mean, the graphics don't look the best. Like,
Are you kidding me?
Yes,
They look like Doom characters in PUBG. It's like
They
all
are.
their
This is Fortnite Doom crossover.
yeah, all their effort went into the character models and nothing into anything else. And maybe the guns. We haven't seen the guns yet. I assume the writing's going to be like the old ones. It's just super cheap. It's almost Duke Nukem style. This is like the new. Oh god, that was great. Look at that. That looks like PUBG.
Yeah.
I do love in the Serious Sams where like those dudes and they just yell at you and you just hear them running from behind like ah, and then you turn around and there's like 20 dudes just yelling at you and running like suicide bombers. Such a good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a good game. I only put this here because we do talk a lot about exclusives for the main 3 consoles. I thought, well, it's about time Steam and Stadia got a little rub. So
Who?
there you go.
Stadia.
Stadia.
Stadia sounds like a girl I took to, a prom.
A prom.
I'm going, who are you going
Because
to the prom
Dan
with?
went to
Stadia.
Dan went to America.
Stadia.
His prom time. Floppy,
Yo,
what did you go to America for?
I went to. Well, no, I didn't go to America. I went to West Lakes.
It's almost
I
America.
haven't been reviewing a game this week, but I am pretty excited to play something that I picked up today. Something that I've been looking forward to for quite some time.
And it's gonorrhea.
I picked up the Mafia Trilogy.
Oh,
Not quite gonorrhea.
sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Was
So
I?
this is the one that actually includes number 1.
So this
correct?
has the rebuilt number 1. So completely rebuilt. They did it like the Final Fantasy VII treatment, or Resi Evil, treatment. Rebuilt number 1, which is all set in the 1930s, which originally came out on PS2 and original Xbox, I think. They've remastered number 2, which has been a lot of people's favourite, well, one of their favourite games, especially Mafia-related games, for ages, which was on 360, PS3. That's been remastered. That's set in the 1940s and 50s.
Love that
And number 3, which came out on the PS4 and Xbox One, which is in 1968, New Bordeaux, which is like a New Orleans thing. This thing is awesome. $100 for 3 games.
that are really good games.
Yeah, and I'd never played the first one, so I'm really looking forward to doing that. Probably
Cool.
talk about it next show.
Very
All
nice.
right, let's have a look
Really?
at some free things. Floppy, what do you got for us?
Oh, we got free stuff. So we got PlayStation Plus, paid yearly, $6.67, bargain.
Yeah, I put a bit more information in here.
Bargain.
So
That's
there
what
was-
it works out at. $6.67 a month if you pay it yearly.
So we basically talked about the PlayStation ones last week, accidentally both of them instead of just one of them. So I've just put in like something that's on their free. I noticed this week. So
Destiny 2.
do you want me to talk about it? Because
Go
I've been playing it.
Go for it.
So yeah. I installed Destiny 2 again. I actually downloaded it, and then it goes when it started downloading. It goes, "Do you realize you own this game on a disc?" And I looked at my things and went, "Oh yeah, I do have this game." I didn't-
Remember that friend we've got in the game store gave us a copy?
Oh, cool guy.
So yeah, I reinstalled this thing because I was listening to some other podcasts and they just kept talking about Destiny 2 and all the great times they were having, and I'm going to give it another go.
Was
So
it the IGN Destiny podcast?
No.
No, sorry. You said they were talking about how much of a great time they were having. Sorry, continue.
yeah,
Destiny's great. Like, it's good what they've done. Like, I love the fact that they keep adding to it, and
it was 102 gig download.
because they keep adding to it.
So yeah, it's huge now. So there's like it's in up to its 11th season, this game. So it's kind of like doing the Fortnite thing. It has the seasons and like you go in, you can do stuff and for that season, and then I assume it disappears after that. But what I did notice because I had a character already, which I worked on hard. You know what I mean? My character and the character I started with came in at a higher level than my character that I'd worked so hard with. So it came in at level 750 and my character was on like 640 and I had put in hours into that character.
And now it's just crumple up. See
Yeah,
you
yeah,
later.
see you around, mate. And I started playing and I'd forgotten how satisfyingly fun this game is. Like the guns, how good they feel and how good you get at like, discerning like what kind of like threats are in the room and changing your weapons around and just like how quick it all is and just how fast you learn this game. It's such a cool game. Like, and I can see why. I know a lot of people don't like it and they pay it out now. And I mean, it is a massive clone of Warframe kind of thing of how it's set up. And it is a grinder, but they're really disguising the grinds now that there's so much content. It doesn't feel like you need to grind as much anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I got a couple of mates who play this religiously as one of the few games that they play all the time, and they've put hundreds and hundreds of hours in. Like it's satisfying for them. It's nice. It's simple. It's well made. It's not my thing because of the grind sort of side, but yeah.
And this is free at the moment on the PlayStation
this
Store?
is free on the PlayStation Store. So if you go over there, you can download it. It's free. You don't get like all the upgrade, all the bits and bobs. There's a whole bunch of ones like Forsaken or whatever they're called, like raids and stuff. I haven't even done a raid or anything. I haven't even played with anyone else yet.
People to do a raid.
Yeah, you need 8 people, which is impossible for an adult to do. Like, kids can find 7 friends. Adults can't find 7 other adults.
I'm lucky to find 7 adults who actually like me. So
or 7 adults that own a console.
I said lucky.
But this is a great value game. Great. And even if like this is one of those like it can be your only game you ever play kind of thing. You can just get into it and go. Kids play this. The chat. They probably don't. This is probably just for adults. But yeah. Check it out. That's PlayStation for this week because we'd already talked about them all.
All right. We'll quickly talk about Game Pass. We might leave the other 2 for next week because we are running a little bit behind and we've still got a little bit to get through.
Games Pass, $10.95 a month. Works out. Still quite cheap. So up over on Games Pass, we've got Double Kick Heroes.
So there's lots of stuff that comes on Game Pass.
Yeah, there is lots. So this is just 2 things that have popped up.
I just linked the Game Pass thing here.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty. Yeah, you can
oh man, there's more stuff on this since I did this.
Night in the Woods.
Wasteland 3's been getting some really good reviews too. But Double Kick Heroes was one that's just down there on the bottom on the left-hand side with the red car.
Yeah, go into this trailer, Braden. This is amazing. So this, from what I can work out from this game, I haven't got this one yet. It's a rhythm game where you are in a band. There should be a go down, Braden. There's like a trailer. Oh,
No, there's no trailer. It's a rhythm game, ladies and gentlemen. We all like rhythm games, right?
Yeah, sure.
They're good fun for small periods of time. Another one that's come to Games Pass was Hypnospace Outlaw, like a 90s internet simulator.
yeah. So this looks great. So once again, we have to look at it to see this.
You're right. Yes, you generally do have to look at
So
something.
yeah,
something to see
it's basically Nintendo Switch. There's a little Mario in the corner. So this is the Triple Kick Heroes one.
Yep.
So if you look here, it's like metal music. You're in this band and you're shooting zombies to the rhythm down the bottom, which I assume is thing. But let's go. And then other things, I'm just going to quickly mention them. So this week it came up on the Epic Store, which is free. You don't have to pay anything for Epic. Watch Dogs 2 came up.
Ooh,
Which is an amazing game.
Yeah, so that's a great one. And Stick It to the Man, which is like a little weird kind of indie kind of game where it's done by a whole bunch of cool people. Anyway, I'm just going to rush through this because we want to live play something.
With this visor that you stick on your face, Floppy is putting on.
It right now.
Can they still hear us?
Yes, they
No,
can.
that's up. Good. So we're here somewhere. There we are. Playing Mario again. Alright, so Floppy's got his VR visor on so he can't see anything that we're doing to him. Have you got his wallet?
We should also get move Floppy's.
Mike.
Oh, was that you, Floppy, doing that?
Oh, I'm not doing anything now.
There we go. So Floppy is going to play what game, Dan? We actually haven't said.
Oh, yeah. Surgeon Simulator. Surgeon Simulator VR. So, are you in there, Floppy?
Yep.
Are you in there?
Press X.
Oh, look at that.
That's what our show looks like.
Didn't realise I was going to do that.
Oops. Looks like the channel's changed.
No.
we're back.
It's this.
Is my mic in front of me?
No, we've moved it.
Alright, so Floppy is grabbing some blood.
Ah,
I feel like I need to be dressed as Dr. Emmett L. Brown.
Floppy has no picture.
Yeah, we're looking at black as well.
Yeah, it'll come in.
There we go. So what's the aim of the game here?
So at the moment, now move this around so we can just see Floppy playing it. Right, yeah. No, with Floppy's close up.
Oh, okay. It's just a helmet.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, we didn't get to that. So this is Surgery Simulator. Surgery Simulator was originally created as a 48-hour game jam game. And then they worked on it for another 48 days after that
Whoa.
and bought out the commercial version. So yeah, floppy. If you look to the right, you can see there that there is that thing there with the see the 5,000.
Yep.
So that is your patient's life. If that goes down to 0, they're dead.
Why is there a hammer?
Well, you can do whatever you want. So you have to work out now. So you know what you're doing?
Nah.
Uh-oh, he's going to knock stuff over. He's already knocking stuff over. Hey, you're trying to do a, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, whoops.
What are you doing to him? What are you doing to you?
Nothing good. Alright, I'm gonna... Let's see. I can't see what's in front of me.
Oh, Braden's coming over to help out. He's trying to get rid of the mic. Yeah, so basically you're just trying to replace his kidneys. The thing
where's his kidney?
The thing you have to remember in this game is you don't have to replace their organs afterwards. So get it out. So look to your right. Is that thing going down?
Yep.
See it's going down. You have to get the stuff out and then try and do it before he dies.
Alright.
Get it out, Floppy.
Where is it?
So you obviously grab those bits of bone out. Get them out of the way.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, what?
Alright,
So you need something to break the...
Yeah, hammer. Good.
Oh,
Yep.
oh dear. Anyhow, while Floppy's killing this guy,
this is how it's done, ladies and
so
gentlemen.
yeah, they made it. This game took them 48 days to make the original one. They brought it out on Steam in 2013. They've had 3 downloadable contents of it. So the first one's called Meet the Medic, where you operated on a Team Fortress character. The next one was called Codename Trisha, where you did an alien autopsy. And the third one was called Inside Donald Trump, where you gave Donald Trump a heart transplant.
Do you have to?
Is that the kidney? No,
Is that the kidney?
no.
How much can I leave out of...
So you need to
things?
cut some of these organs out, Floppy. So
Oh, okay.
take it. So yeah, you can see the bits. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
how about... Oh, look at that.
that's skill. You're a skilled surgeon.
Now I think you need to do it another bit. This game is hilarious. When you're playing this game, you're like,
Well, how do you feel, Floppy?
see,
I feel like a real surgeon.
what? Can you hit the guy? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
You got the
Get rid of
esophagus
that
out.
shit. Throw it away. Oh,
Oh, you murdered him
What the hell?
brutally.
How?
well, the syringes as well. The syringes do stuff that they slow down the blood coming out. So you probably should have given the syringe to
Oh,
him.
you know what?
I-
Mere flesh wound.
So now you know what you're doing. So try and
Clearly.
get the blood. Try and clear out all the organs first quickly, and then get it. And then when you see it going down, maybe give him an injection,
Alright.
and you can slap him in the face.
What do you...
Oh dear,
Oh.
that's probably not the best way
He
to do
probably
it.
needs a sternum.
Oh, it got it out of there.
Oh!
Did you just break the computer? You threw it at the computer, Floppy, and you turned it off.
There we go.
There we go.
So this game's crazy with its like. So
Alright, so
now
we're gonna
Floppy
cut
is
that
going
thing.
to
And that thing?
cut out the.
Yep. Cut the heart
Yep.
instantly.
So quick, look at the thing. Look at, is it going
Oh.
down? It's going down. Quick, give me an injection. Is that the right injection? What color was it?
I don't know.
Is
Why
it-
is it going
No,
down?
no, no,
faster?
no.
It's
Other
going
one.
up. That's going up.
Oh, wow, man.
Other
no,
one.
It's going
No,
down.
other injection. Not the bones.
I hear the bone saw's ready, though.
Oh. Maybe go to
It
the
was
maybe
going
go to the
down.
next thing. Go to another one.
Alright,
Go to back to menu.
Yeah, that was hard, that one. Sure, that was
You
done
don't-
on
should we
advanced,
keep going?
obviously.
Ben, I think we should keep. We'll give
One
Floppy
more, one more.
one more go.
One more, Floppy.
Should we give Floppy one more go at doing this?
By the end of
Bones.
this, I'm going to be...
So if you press your button on the top, see the brain?
Um,
No, on your board there.
Up
See,
there.
just press the brain.
how do you press the brain?
There you go.
That'll do.
Brain transplant.
Yes, do it.
Yes, how do we do it?
You grab the edge bit.
Yeah. Grab it.
All right, so let's do this.
All right, I mean, I dare say that after 2 unsuccessful ones,
People are
yeah,
enjoying
nailed
this. All right, so I'm gonna guide him through it as his voice.
That worked so well last time.
All right, so
Whoa.
slap him. That's just you have to hit. Ooh.
Oi, whoa, wait, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
His heart
Whoa.
rate's
Oh,
gone
oh,
up.
oh,
Whoa.
oh dear. The lights have gone out.
Are you kidding me right now?
Put your headset on.
I can't reach it.
Quickly, the man's brain's skull's exposed.
Give me that.
it on. There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna look around. What do we need to get the brain? That's the brain. Don't.
Smash it over his head.
Okay.
Okay, so we need
Alright,
to.
So do I need to take this off?
No, it's his skull.
Yeah, you have to crack. You have to break it off.
Oh yeah.
But probably is there a bone saw around?
Drill.
Not a drill. Not a drill.
Okay.
Yeah, there we
There
go.
it is.
Bone, skull thing.
Yeah. I'm. Can't get it.
Move the console in front out of the way.
Here we go.
Okay, so we
Oh.
just go around. Go around nice all the way
Brayden,
around.
how
Oh,
you
no.
liking this?
What do you do when you don't have a brain saw?
Is there a hammer?
Hammer.
What? There's drawers there. What's in those drawers?
Microphone.
Oh,
Ooh, what is
looks
that?
good. Open.
You know? Do you know how to make your? You know that you've got like two. Do you know how to grab?
Yeah.
There you go. So get rid of that with your hand. Just push it away with your hand. Alright, can you get the brain out?
No,
No, you need to cut the stem.
Oh my god.
Is there a spoon?
Floppy? It's
Yeah,
going
mate.
down very quick. Quick, give him an injection.
Ah, where is it?
Down. Right. There you go.
The green one.
That's my leg.
Move your leg! I'm just Dad's gonna die!
All right,
Did it work?
Mum.
I don't know.
No.
No.
Try
In
the
the
other one.
head, in
Try
the
the other
face.
one. In his face. Yeah, right. Try and do it where he's... In the brain. Where you put
Oh,
him.
in the brain.
Oh, yeah, that
That
was...
was a lot.
That was dead.
Okay, so that is Surgery Simulator.
Really need
it-
a better coach.
I found this as a really, really good VR game because you don't get sick in it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you just sit there. I must admit, we have put Floppy in a bit of a contained area here
Yeah.
to play it, but like...
Did I touch your bits?
No, that was my knee. It's fine.
Oh, I was gonna say, well done.
Okay. So Floppy killed a couple of people there, but do you know what else is dead? The 3DS. That's right, Nintendo have announced the 3DS is now discontinued, thus ending the whole DS line that went for, I think, 18 years? Something like that. It's certainly one of Nintendo's longest running consoles, but is it the most successful Nintendo console that they've all come up with? I've got my 3DS here. This is my second one. I got one of the Legend of Zelda ones.
I've got a pink one somewhere.
These things were great. So this is... Oh, you've got a DS, though. This is a 3DS.
I've got a 3DS as well somewhere. I don't know where that is.
I've got a lot of memories of this. This boy, he went to Japan with me. I played Chrono Trigger on the Shinkansen. I finished many a Pokemon game and caught many a shiny. I went onto the store, I think a year or so ago, and just bought as many Game Boy games as I could. I'm an ambassador. So remember when the 3DS first came out and they overcharged you? Sorry, no. So 3DS first came out, and I think they charged everyone, I think, $350. And then a month later, they had a massive price cut because no one was buying it and knocked $50 off the price. Then, because everyone complained that that was not fair, they said, all right, well, you get a special ambassador program. And they released ROMs of a couple of games that you couldn't get anywhere else. You couldn't get it on the eShop. And up until now, like the death of the 3DS, you've never been able to get those games. So if you're an ambassador and you have those games on your DS, it's actually worth a little bit more because you get things like, I think, not Link's Awakening, but there was a couple of Zelda games that had never been released on there. Heaps of fun games on there. I got a lot of fun memories of this console. Floppy.
I've got some favourite games. I haven't played a lot of 3DS games. I played more DS games than anything.
Yep.
But I bought my... quick look over my shelf, my 3 favourites.
Grab them.
Cool. All right. My first favourite is Alien Isolation.
Were you sitting on there?
Little bit.
Now, that's a bit of a pricey game, isn't it?
This is quite a rare game. This is pretty
Hello?
hard to find. In fact, I've seen 2 in the wild.
Wow.
That being one of them.
Wow.
This is Infestation. You said Isolation.
Did I say Isolation? I
Yeah.
also love Alien Isolation. Alien Infestation. So this thing's side-scrolling platformer set in, the alien universe with the colonial marines. The sound of the pulse rifles in this, spot on.
yeah.
I love it.
No, how do they go?
No,
That's how they go, isn't it?
no, not at all.
Braden, are you looking up footage of this game?
You bet I am.
It is
I wanna
so
see it
much
so
fun.
bad.
It is so break it. Please don't break it.
No, I said Oh, here we go.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, it looks great. I really, because one of my favourite games is that, remember the Aliens arcade game?
Yeah.
How good that was? Like, Oh God.
But yeah, it's such a fun game. It's great. The next one that I've got is, I know one of Ben's faves. Bit of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Objection!
If only he was a skateboarder.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we might have had a
No.
gift there. So much fun. So much fun at all. Even if you're at home and not embarrassed and you want to yell objection at the console instead of pressing the button.
Can you do that?
Yep.
Yeah. In fact, there's a story going around about a guy that was on a bus, and he was, instead of yelling at or pressing the button, he was just really quietly going, objection. And his 3DS.
Yeah, a guy on the bus was doing that. A floppy.
Yeah, guy on a bus.
Some guy we've never heard of.
No, never. My last game, which is my third favourite, or in my top 3, is the first Pokemon game I ever finished.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I have it in a box.
Oh, that's not worth much.
Soul Silver, not with
Continue.
Can I look
with
at
the
No,
Poke
you never
Walker,
owned that game.
with the Poke Walker, and
Never. I don't know what you're talking about. You never owned that.
I should know better.
You really should.
So that's the first Pokemon game that I ever finished.
Is this worth a buck?
Yeah, it's worth a buck.
It's worth. I think Soul Silver is worth what, $250 complete.
Depends on
believe.
who wants to buy it. That's, the
that it
Poke Walker's
there?
never been used in it.
Yep.
Thank you, IGN.
It's also got the baggies in there as well.
Has the baggies for the Poke Walker in the strap.
Yeah. So, interesting note: the Pokemon Company have just re-registered Pokemon Soul Silver and Pokemon Heart Gold. The names.
Hello,
So
Switch.
2 to 3 hundo.
yeah,
I reckon. Ooh.
yeah. It's a pricey one. Everything included. It's a great game. This box is in great condition. So it's a pity you.
It
had
would have been if you hadn't smashed it into your jacket.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
If anyone here knows how to handle freaking boxes, I think it's me.
Cool
is that-
story. I know a guy that used to play this and used to put the Poke Walker into his footy socks and go to footy training.
The Pokewalker was great. I used to have it at work when I worked in cafes. I used to have it literally on my belt, and I'd catch Pokemon in my break. It was
the
great.
Poke Walker.
So
Understand?
obviously,
Who wants
for
to watch me open it on here? I've never opened this one.
Now don't.
Don't. The 3DS.
Not in there?
The 3DS. Don't bend the. You're bending the. Don't bend it.
Ben knows that I don't care too much about the box.
Bend it. Bend it like bend 'em.
I will let him know it was opened and it was already bent on that part. I just wanted to freak him out.
Jesus
Put the
Christ.
poke walker on your dog's collar.
So 3DS, obviously 3DS and DS, I consider it the same system because it was just basically an upgrade. So some of my favorite games on there obviously are Chrono Trigger, probably one of the greatest games ever made. This one is probably the definitive version because it came with all the Akira Kurosawa anime cutscenes and intro, and it's just a brilliant game. It was made for the DS because it's a RPG where you can just select the attacks with the stylus, which was very, very helpful. They also had a boss rush and battle dungeon in it as well.
I never play those things.
Really?
No, I always only ever do stories.
That's fair enough.
Time trials, everything like that.
Also, really loved all the Pokemon games on there. I think it really hit its pinnacle with sort of X and Y and the Oros remakes. Really, really.
Was there a my favorite DS game is WarioWare.
Yeah, well, that's also a
It's
really good
worked
game.
so well with the little stick, or stylus
Did you
stick.
say Kid Icarus for 3DS?
Yeah, that's not one of my favorite games. but
I've got
that's on
the
there.
Kid Icarus with the little stand that you had to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, someone just in the chat said they've got Chrono Trigger on DS and you can have it.
He says I can't have it
Oh,
because he
can't
knows how much that game's worth. Very, very like
Well, it's
got
physical
it.
copy.
a physical copy of Chrono Trigger on the DS Go. It's the cheapest way to play the game, and that'll set you back, $150 for a
Do you want
DS game.
Oh.
But I've got here a list of the highest selling
Pardon?
3DS games. So we'll just go very, very quickly. Number 10 was Tomodachi Life.
What's that?
Really? I remember that. That
That's
was.
where the Dummy M.
Why is that worth so much?
I don't know, because people like Friends. Number 9, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They're
Yeah.
both together because it's basically the same game.
Pokemon.
Super Smash Brothers is number 8. Animal Crossing New Leaf at 7. Super Mario 3D Land at 6. New Super Mario Brothers 2 at 5. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire at 4. Pokemon Sun and Moon at 3. Pokemon X and Y at 2. And Mario Kart 7 at number 1.
Well, even I own Mario Kart 7, so like,
And just to compare that to the best-selling DS games, so not the 3DS ones, number 10 was Super Mario 64 on the DS. Then we had Animal Crossing Wild World, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Brain Age 2, Pokemon Black and White at number 6, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl at 5, Brain Age again, Mario Kart DS at number 3, Nintendogs, all versions at number 2, and New Super Mario Brothers at number 1.
Is Nintendogs because it came with it?
It didn't come with it. There was a pack-in you could get, but you couldn't get it.
That DS version of Super Mario Kart, whatever it's called.
Yep.
I reckon that's the best Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That one.
A lot of people agree with you. There.
Because I think the one after that 7 it brought in the waggle.
Yep.
To do the slides, and I didn't like that.
Oh no, they've had that ever since the GameCube one.
Oh, maybe it was in that one as well.
Did you guys play The World Ends With You?
No. Funny you should mention that, though. I looked up on Metacritic the best DS video games.
Yeah.
And The World Ends With You is number 11. And funnily enough, you can get that on the Switch as well.
Yeah, don't play it on the Switch.
Oh, really? Bad.
Robo port. I haven't played it on the Switch, but
Double Dash.
friend of the show, Spagoogly Dude, is a big fan of the game, played it on the Switch and just could not handle it. I think it was the touch controls, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Made it Robo.
Okay. So number 10, the Metacritic best 10 DS games. We've got Meteos, which I've never heard of. It's from the Rez creator Tetsu Mizaguchi.
I think you just said Japanese one.
Curious blend of block dropping puzzle action. All right, whatever.
Yuck.
Number 9 was New Super Mario Brothers. Number 8, Castlevania: Dawn of Sorrow, which is
that was
another
good, yeah,
very pricey game. Advance Wars: Dual Strike.
How good are Advance Wars?
Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass at number 6.
Glass.
Mario and Luigi: Bowser's Inside Story at number 5. Mario Kart DS number 4. Chrono Trigger at number 3. Behind Flipnote Studio.
The hell
What?
is
What?
What is
Metacritic, you're drunk. Go home. And number 1 was Grand Theft Auto: The Chinatown Wars on 93%.
Oh, I love that game. So good.
So, yes.
What is Flipnote Studio?
Never heard of it.
Let your inner artist loose with Flipnote Studio, an
gonna find
easy
it.
to use and surprisingly powerful animation application. Create flip notes by using the stylus to write letters and draw pictures, capture sounds using the microphone, and even insert That's Where It Ends.
I had a club where we used to go and play DS every Thursday night, and we ended up, or we played Mario Kart, and then we ended up playing. There was like one of those like 6 games in one games, like poker games, but one of the games was a drawing one where whoever was in the chat, it sent it to everyone, and it just turned into this really, really, really mean like thing where you draw everyone like getting killed or their girlfriends getting killed, or just like it was so funny.
Okay, I did have a trailer for us to watch here after that, but we're going to skip that. I'll put it in the next show, I think. So let's go into Dan versus the world.
Dan versus the world.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Dan versus the world, where Dan, representing Dan, takes on the world, represented by Braden and Floppy, to compete in a musical listening jukebox quiz type thing. I've got 4 songs here. I'll play the first 5 seconds of the first song, and then Dan and the world have 5 questions each, which they'll take turns in asking to try and guess the full title of that song from which the music appeared. After 5 questions, they have the opportunity to guess. If they get it right, they get a point. If they don't, they do not get a point. You can try and guess it beforehand, but if you get it wrong, the point goes to the other team. And finally, chat, be good. Do not give it away. Both these chaps are wearing glasses so they cannot see, but Braden is very close to the screen, so he will see. So he will be disqualified, and, he's representing you, so you don't want to screw your chances.
I'm
At
rubbish
the
without him.
end of last show, Dan was on 33, and the world was on 35. Okay, here we go. Song number 1.
Is this it?
Yep, this is it.
But it's not going through the right thing.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Hold that up.
All right, hopefully you could hear that. If not, oh well.
I can hear a fair amount.
Okay, so question number 1.
Persona 5.
Yep.
I'm not letting anyone get that one.
Dan's out for blood. So, yes, Dan, correct. Persona number 5.
I was that. Do you know what I had? I had Royale ready to say in case you went to say anything.
No, it was straight Persona 5. Okay.
Flat.
Did you know that, Braden?
I recognized it, but I didn't know it like that.
Oh, was
Don't-
that actually? I
don't.
knew something before everyone.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it, but I
Did
didn't
it
know
on?
where from.
So I'm just trying to get our little speaker to go up.
Do you want to prop it up with this?
No.
Just put that under the couch, can you, Floppy?
Just
the
put it under
mixer?
my car. What? Okay, I don't know.
wouldn't do that.
It's not working tonight.
Do you want me to hold this up for you?
Yeah. All right, I'll hold it. It's cool. I can do it. Okay,
Could
here
you,
we go.
could you hear that, chat? Yeah, put it in front of the mic.
It is. It will be loud enough. It's
Okay,
okay.
here we go. Song number 2.
I know this tune, but I don't know what it's from. Oh, come on, brain. Work, brain.
Not if I've been surgering on it.
So good.
Oh my god, I know it and I don't know it at the
Okay.
same time.
Question number 1, Dan.
What? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read my own bloody notes.
I've got a question, Braden.
All right, you got a question?
I'll go.
What art style is this game?
It is 8-bit.
8-bit. Mm-hmm. Really? 8-bit with music score that good?
I might be wrong.
Doesn't matter. I don't care.
16?
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, I am wrong because no, sorry. Okay, no. This is it's 3D. Yeah,
2.5D?
No, full 3D.
Full 3D. Okay,
I
cool.
was remembering the wrong game. Because spoiler, here's a little bit of behind the scenes. I forgot to get songs this week, so I had to go into my hard drive and dig songs out.
Just
And
whatever,
because
yeah.
I put them all in a code, so these guys can't guess. And because I haven't looked at those songs in a while, I forget
don't know
which
what
games they are.
You're playing as well.
No, I think I've worked out most of them.
All right, next question.
World?
Is it a handheld game?
No.
Oh.
Question number 2, Dan.
It just went away, all my notes. What is the main protagonist?
It's a big old lizard.
What?
World?
Okay.
A lizard.
That's really thrown me.
All
Good.
right. Yeah, I got a question.
What's this lizard's skill set? What moves does it do?
What does the
Well,
lizard do?
he's big. He can shoot flames out his mouth.
Okay.
That's what it was. That's the music I know. Now we have to narrow it down to which one it is.
Question number 3, Dan.
Oh, I'm just gonna fucking say it. What console is it on?
Dreamcast. World?
Can't remember its name.
Question number 3.
Floppy, you got anything?
No, because I don't know what it's called.
Okay. What bad guys you facing in this thing?
Well, it's a fighting game, so you face a lot of them.
Okay.
Is it genre crossing? Like, is there 2 franchises in this?
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't
So
matter
ask
then.
another
Then
one.
nah.
Okay.
If it's not in the title, then no.
Oh! Fuck. I mean,
Bother.
no, fuck. No, Dan's right.
What was it? It's genre crossing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so confused
It,
right
it, it crosses with something.
Do you know what? It sounds like I know what it is, but I don't.
All right. Question number 4, World.
now. Can we have a hint?
Yeah, you're crossing not genres, but generations. Dan, question number 5.
You'd think that would help.
You would.
Maybe if we knew the title, it would.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think I know. It's probably. Oh no, I know the chat knows because they're paying us out. What? So it's a fighter. I've run out of questions, Nelly. I don't think I've. I was going to ask one of my stock standard questions. It's obviously not that. It's not that. What is it? A AAA game? Would you have called it? No.
Ooh, yes, I would.
Oh dear. Braden.
Is
Floppy.
it? Oh God, what was the name of it? Versus Capcom. Am I?
No.
Are you-
Don't say that. Would be my advice.
I don't have a question, Braden.
All right. Let's think. You got any levels? Are these levels?
It's a fighting game,
It's
Braden.
a fighting game, Braden.
Yeah, like what kind of levels?
It's a hard drive, Braden.
It's a hard drive. What
Levels.
levels? What levels you got?
Cities.
Oh, so what are some
cityscapes?
what are some background?
Nuclear power plant. Warship. Okay.
None of us know.
Dan, take a guess.
Is it Godzilla
Yeah, need the...
with Ultraman or something?
No.
I don't know.
World?
If they don't know, ask chat as well.
No, the chat knows.
Yeah, I know.
I gave it away. I legitimately gave it away. I said it's not cross. What did I say? Not what did you ask?
Not genre.
Not cross genres, but cross generations because it's Godzilla Generations.
The Godzilla Wars.
Okay.
Okay. I've never
That
heard
was
of
horrible.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So no one wins a point there. The chat wins a point there.
Chat
Here we go.
gets it.
Song number 3. Okay. Number 1, Dan.
What genre of game is it?
It's an RPG, action, adventure, puzzle, adventure, RPG.
It's an RPG.
Yep.
Just saying all these different genres.
Yeah, so it's an RPG in the end, was it?
Yep.
Good.
World,
What year was it released?
97, I think. See, all right. So
Originally.
when do I ever know the dates if it's not a Nintendo game? So I'm just putting that out there. All right.
Yeah, I don't
a little
ask him questions
takeaway.
like
So you're
that.
saying it's not a Nintendo game?
Like if you're asking what developer made it, he's not going to know if it's not Nintendo.
I do know.
Oh, do you now?
It's Nintendo.
So it's an RPG. What was Floppy's question?
When was it released?
What was it?
97.
No. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Weirdo. What is the main protagonist of the game? No, I'll take back my question.
No.
Is it on... I've already said that one. Is it on disc or cartridge?
This one was on cartridge.
Cartridge.
Number 2, World.
What skill sets did this man
It's
got?
your favourite question.
Well,
By night.
many a skill. Some would call him a swordsman or a slingshotman. Perhaps a flute player.
Oh, I know.
Others may call him a bow and arrow boy or
Oh, so he's a
ocarina
boy.
player. Or
Does he do that sometimes?
Is that your question?
He does. Sometimes he plays the ocarina. Dan.
That was
number
Dan's
3.
question. That was Dan's question.
No.
No,
it
it wasn't. Dan, would you like to take a guess?
This is it. The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarinas of Time?
Yes!
Ocarina of Time.
Yes, yes.
Ocarina.
I was going to give it to you anyway.
Yay!
Yes, it was!
Dan is the best.
Yay! 35 apiece now. Here we go. Last song.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got 4.
We got 4.
Do you want me to hold it?
No, I got him.
Yeah, you put it in front of the mic.
Next time on Unsolved Mysteries.
Sorry, Robert Stack.
It totally is.
Sure. Is it Unsolved Mysteries?
No. Question number 1. Whoops. Dan?
What? Who's the developer?
Who's the developer?
Konami.
Oh, Konamos. The old Pachinko bros.
Question number 1, World.
And Yu-Gi-Oh card makers.
Who you playing as in this one?
You're playing a backwards Dracula.
Okay. Cool.
Dan? Question number 2.
Konami. I don't know what backwards Dracula means.
Oh, Braden's disappointment.
You're a
with
blood
that.
donor. You're a blood donor.
What is it on?
What is it on?
Oh, no. Did we ask that already?
No, you
No, is
didn't.
that
Oh,
your
I
question?
didn't. What was the first question I asked?
Who was the developer?
Oh, Konami.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Konami, blood donor.
So we know what game it is. I don't want to ask a question to give it away which one it is.
I'm pretty sure they know.
Oh, do they? Shall I just guess?
If
One
you
of
like.
them?
Sure.
Can you give me...
No, because you're guessing. That's how it works,
I wish
dude.
I'd asked.
You don't get to guess and get a clue.
Is it... I'm just going to guess because they know it. Is it Castlevania? Just to give me a nod if it's that I'm going in the right direction.
I'm not giving you anything. I've given you enough this week.
Is it Castlevania Symphony of the Night?
Yes!
It's the only one I know to play.
So at the end of that round of Dan versus the World, Dan is on 36, taking the lead away from the World on 35. Did the World get any this week?
No.
You guys didn't get any this week.
No.
Holy crap, Dan.
I didn't even cheat.
You normally cheat?
No. How can I cheat?
Oh, Braden, take
I
us
can't
out.
even see my questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been Hack the Dino. This has been our live show, but it's not always live. But if you like it live, you can head on over to twitch.tv/HackTheDino. Or if you want to catch this after and like and subscribe and do all those things, you should head on over to youtube.com/HackTheDino and watch to this very part, because no one ever does. They just like tick off after 7 minutes, and we've got so much more to talk about. Think of all the stuff they've missed out on. Be sure to tell your friends how awesome we are. If you don't like our faces though, head on over to Spotify or SoundCloud or iTunes if you like your eyes bleeding.
I love this bit as where people spam the emotes.
And be sure to subscribe to us over there, and also leave a review. That really, really, really helps us out. It helps keep the mics on. We also have a Patreon. Dan, where can they find that?
Patreon, is it .com?
Yep.
These days?
Yep.
Patreon.com/HackTheDino.
Yep.
Go over there, you know, if you want to get like some extra show, if you want to just throw a couple of bucks our way, that helps a lot. Braden's going to put the link in the chat right now.
And for as little as $2 a month, you can get access to our Discord, where we hang out and talk about things. We had a really good discussion today.
We have a free Discord at the moment, which is like not as good, but we have like the Patreon Discord where the people in that get to decide the kind of stuff that's on the show. So they will be the ones we go on and say, hey guys, what should we do? And
speaking of which, Michael Towns put in our Discord before about apparently only 5 Xbox Series S's sold in Japan. So that's why Sony cut the price, because they only sold 5.
Is that a true rumor?
Well, it's a rumor. I don't know about true. But they definitely did cut the price. I know that much. Dan, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
So, I also do a horror podcast, audio horror podcast called TerrorVision Horror Podcast. Zoom in on me, Braden.
Oh, yeah.
So you can go over to SoundCloud/TerrorVision Pod, I think it is, or just go to SoundCloud and look up TerrorVision Horror Podcast. Over there, I do that with Jennifer the Batman Strand. So you can go over there and Jennifer the Dream Warrior Strand. We talk everything horror movies. We watch films. We go over them. It is great. So go over there and do that. It's my fun thing that I love, and but not as much as I love doing this. Ben.
Hi.
No, Braden. What do you do? Bring you up.
I do a little podcast with some of my friends. It's called Millennial Movie Talk. We discuss movie news and review a bunch of stuff every week. We have a rotating 4th chair. And it's a great time. It's good fun.
You?
Check it out on Spotify.
Oh, no, Braden, you said this. Oh.
I didn't know I could be on the podcast again.
I wish I could be on the podcast.
Well, you can.
I'm not welcome.
They've got
For
a
the first
rotating
time
chair.
ever.
It's just a computer spinning chair.
We also will be having guests on Hack the Dino. As you've noticed, we have new microphones. You can probably hear it. I hope they sound better. I don't know what they sound like yet until I listen to it back. But we also have a 4th microphone now with a new mixing desk, so we can now have on. I guess we'll just mush him into the couch.
Yeah, something like that. I know
Like
Mr.
under the
A-Game,
cushions.
Mr. A-Game, Mr. Xbox supporter, Mr. A-Game is keen to come back on and talk all things video games as well, because he doesn't get to do that over on his channel because he's got a lot of kids there. But that's cool.
Adults.
Floppy, have you got a thing to plug?
Yeah, if you have the old Instagrams on your telephones and computers, you can check out Floppy Plays Games and have a look at the stuff that I've bought, stuff that I like, stuff that I'm going to play.
Stuff that I balked.
Yeah, stuff that I bonked. What?
Balked.
Bought. And I put it up there.
Did you
show some cool stuff? I think
Okay,
that,
we don't need to know about your after hours.
For the people in the chat, do you like how big the Xbox is in front of me? It's hilarious.
actual size of.
I decided to put the Xbox and the PlayStation in this week's one, and then I just put a Nintendo for Ben, and then a Sega for me. And Floppy already had the PlayStation in front of him.
Yeah.
And Braden doesn't
You know
get
why?
anything. Why?
Because you're an Xbox fan. But if you are on the socials, you should check out Hack the Dino over on Instagram and Hack the Dino over on Twitter. Might as well do Facebook as well. We're trying not to destroy democracy like that site is, but we're there for now. But definitely head on over to Instagram and Twitter to catch all the latest things that we put up. And if you like the latest things that we put up, I have a retro trigger that just came out last Friday where I talked to Ben from the Toy Power podcast about all things He-Man and Masters of the Universe. That dude's collection is absolutely insane. Moving forward, I'm going to try and actually go and see these guys and do a face-to-face interview so I can actually get some really cool pictures of their collection. I'm lining up a Dino Riders one with a guy who owns every single Dino Rider that was ever released.
What,
both
so 30 of
loose
them?
and basically both released and in loose and on the card. It's some really fun times that I'll probably end up just playing with these toys.
Yeah, toys. I love Dino Riders.
We should do another episode where we come in and show off some of our favourite things that we've collected. I think those episodes went good, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yours is limbs, though, Dan.
Oh yeah, that's true. I've been heavily getting into Sega, so I gotta.
So you said like ears or something?
Finally got a bunch of box things in my life. Finally.
Shout out to Michael Towns in the chat. Hack the Dino Riders. There may or may not be a T-shirt design on my laptop that will get event
Do it.
there
Do it.
eventually.
Can you oh, you can't. You're not on your laptop.
Yeah, we'll get out there eventually.
Oh, it's awesome. I want that shirt. Anyway, thanks. Bye. See you later. Have fun. Love you. Mwah.